Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. We were initially going to wait for. Pardon us while we fix these couple of issues we got going on. Uh, we were initially going to wait for Frank and Nate, but instead we've got Timmy Squires or Ryan Chamberlain coming at you. So bear with us while we go through these couple of technical difficulties, and we'll be going here in just a second. Alrighty, y'all. Sorry about that. A little bit of difficult technicalities with OBS, which was a little bit of BS, if you ask me.
Getting her fired up here. Coming in hot with you, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for our evening session here. Joined in the booth, Tanner Davis and the amazing Carp.
How's it going, folks?
Bring you the evening action here on the fifth stop of the Top Gun Tour here in Helena, down at the Valley Hub. Field of 38, getting whittled down, trying to make it to the final 8 going into Sunday. Had some good matches going on thus far. We Got a good one going on here. Timmy Squires against Ryan Chamberlain. Couple of good shooters here. And got some good matches coming up after this. So stay tuned, stick with us.
For those of you curious, on the winner's side, we've got Wade Thompson, Jim Winter. They're currently playing. Jim's got a 1-0 lead very early in that match. We got Frank Kinsel and Nate Neergaard. They're going to be up on this table next. I know we originally said they would be the absolute next match we watched, but we figured we'd get you a little more action. I figured Ryan and Timmy would be a good match to watch. We've also got BJ Goodwin and Lance Stanchfield. They're paired up right now, 0-0, so their match just started well. And then another match we got waiting on the winner's side is John Lewis against Jeff Boucher. Then we got plenty of matches, going on the back side of the bracket. A lot of guys with one loss trying to make their way through. Among them, Lance Sapp. These two guys, Timmy Squires and Ryan Chamberlain. You got Pat White. You got Mike Schaff. He's been working his way through. Dan McGurran, Gene Lagaki, Dan Hamper. A bunch of strong shooters on the losers bracket.
Got some heavy hitters coming up here. So
Yeah, the whole field is pretty stacked. It's pretty awesome to see.
These tournaments are always the best. You're getting the best talent all the way through Montana. These guys battling it out, trying to bid a spot on the Team Montana.
Real good shot there by Timmy to play the carom. Gets some good shape on that 9-ball.
Got a little thin on it. I think he caught the rail first on that one. Came behind it a little bit. Ryan back to the table. Going to have a sharp cut on the 9-ball here, but definitely a makeable ball.
Saw that replay. He actually got it thick, and the 9-ball came off the rail pretty early. Yeah.
I thought he caught the rail first.
Push the rail early, yeah. Bounce it out to the side. I know. Tanner running down that list. There's a lot of matches I'd like to kind of float around and see right now.
I know, right? That Lance Stanchfield match and BJ Goodwin. That's gonna be solid. Lance is one of my
It's gonna be very
favorites.
similar to Super Bowl. It's gonna be a shootout.
Both of those
Less
players,
holding though.
right? A couple of my favorite players to watch. Both of them with a very distinct style and how they play the table, and both very good players. So.
Out of left field, I'm kind of curious to watch John Lewis take on Jeff Boucher. That's going to be an interesting match.
That's going to be a good match.
Lewis, really, really good control of the cue ball. Great to get back to the center of the table, but you give Jeff an inch and you get to sit and watch him shoot the whole time. So.
Yeah. And Jeff has been lights out all year long, just completely lights out. Everything.
We're in his backyard now too, so
Yeah.
Definitely a little bit of pride going into that one.
Yeah, you're up. Sean Walker joining us in the booth here. We got a nice little foursome going on here. I like it.
No, we got a one-some and a threesome. That's not a foursome.
Whatever, bro. You can deny all you want.
Back to the match.
Said he was on the outside.
Back to the match at hand.
He's
Ryan.
the one who's got to stay in the hotel room with me tonight. So.
Ryan was able to get the nice cut on the 9-ball, go through rails, get almost straight and leave on the 10-ball. So Ryan earlier, we were talking earlier about his powerful break, and he actually came up to us later, showed us his break speed is just over 22 mile an hour. So
are you going back?
Pretty crazy break as we just saw there.
Are you leaving your boy, or is he going with you? Okay.
And how did you guys calculate that?
He had a stat already.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, it was real and it was fun, but it wasn't real fun.
It's been real fun for me.
I had a lot. Never a dull moment.
A lot of good people in this house.
Oh yeah.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite
These
things
guys are
about these
good.
Top Gun tours. You see a lot of folks that don't necessarily travel around the state, getting out, and there's some solid shooters all around.
Oh, this field is stacked. Every tournament these guys put on is stacked.
Pretty nasty miscue there by.
Drive safe. Have a good trip back. Give my best to everybody at the back.
Pretty nasty miscue there by Ryan, but gets fortunate and.
Kind of miscued that one a little bit.
Nothing like an unintentional
But
jump.
yeah, I got a little roll out of the deal.
Yeah, ends up hooking him right behind the 6. And you can't go rail first there because the 4-ball takes up too much of the space.
Four's right there, so he's
Timmy
gonna
look.
have to come up with one here.
Yep, looking to go down and back. He's gonna have to play it long and check it up to get
Trying to kick
by the
off that
9.
short rail, and you got to avoid that 9-ball. Hope for a roll.
I gotta remember to bring earbuds next time.
We have those, don't we?
Bring what?
I might have some in my bag.
Not a bad try at it. I mean, it really doesn't cost him too much in the long run.
Just stuck in a tough spot there, you know. What can you do? So, but even with ball in hand here, Ryden doesn't have really any. I mean, I think he might be able to take the one down the rail. I think the one popped out enough. He might be able to take it down the rail. I'm not sure if he can see enough of that one ball to get it to go. I'm gonna have to draw it off there a little bit to hold it for the two. He just goes for the safety.
I
Yeah,
don't blame him there.
he didn't have enough of the one ball to take it all the way down. I don't think it popped out enough.
No.
And even still, even if you give him a shot, I mean, you're still running coast to coast.
Question is, did he get behind the line enough?
No, he didn't. He was pretty upset with the way he left him there. If he plays that stronger, he's got a really good chance at 3-fouling him. But
It's shaping up to be a chess match back and forth here. We'll see who makes the first move to start moving the table. Brett doing what he does best right now.
When I do it well.
Definitely looking this table out right now. Got a couple opportunities and some breakouts that would be key here. As long as he can make his way back to this
a couple
3-ball here.
breakouts here. Got a 6-15/10 ball tied up there. Got the 9 and the 7 tied up. So, yeah, he's got a couple little obstacles, a couple little hurdles to get over here, but see how this one shakes out. I'm excited to see how these drawings shake out. That's going to be pretty cool. They're going to be drawing for this custom Jacoby Q here pretty soon.
I gotta look at that. Did we end up filling that board up too?
Yeah, they filled it. That's right
That
there.
beautiful Q.
Oh,
a little more green than I like, which you think I would like because, Irish.
Right? It's different, but it is amazing. And Jacoby, if anybody's shot with a Jacoby, they make some
Phenomenal
good
kids, great
shit.
kids.
They make some great stuff. So you did get the separation off the 6 and the 15 and the 7 and the 9.
Definitely made some moves there that really pushed
He's
the
got
table
a
in
chance
way.
here. That's not what he wanted to happen. Wanted to avoid running into that
A
man.
little carom here, not too much speed. I mean, I think he's still ended up in pretty good shape.
Probably going to look at playing some kind of safety here. Try and get that cue ball around
It's
2
very
rails.
smart. It's intelligent. Gen Z level big brain.
oof.
He found the pocket. So, yeah.
I hate to see that.
The one thing he didn't want to happen there, and he found the pocket. So.
Kurt here ended up anywhere on the table in good shape. As long as you're on the table.
Tim coming back to the table with ball in hand, I think he's got enough to get between the 7 and the 9 here. So yeah, it looks like he's going to set up between the 7 and the 9.
Just about speed control at this point.
Yeah, he's just got to drive this one forward a little bit, give himself a little angle on the 9, and can't miss them ball in hand shots.
Well, we took a went on a little tangent. Had to mute the stream for just a little bit, but Ryan able to find a stroke and get out to a 3-0 lead on Timmy. Like I said, we're going to be jumping into Frank and Nate here on table 1 once this match is over. Really excited for this match. It'll be really, really strong coming up. Some updates from around the room. Jim Winter is up 3-0 on Wade. So Jim coming out strong against Wade. Jeff and John still early in the match, 1-0. Lance Sapp still working through the losers bracket, up 4-2, and then Lance Stanfield and BJ locked up, or not locked up, but real close at 2-1.
There's a couple matches I kind of want to skip out on you guys to go watch.
Hey,
Right?
that Wade and Jimmy match, man.
That one,
And
that
Jimmy
one's
taking it
that's
to
one.
Wade, that's...
Little.
Jeff is another one. I actually kind of want to watch Gene and Jim.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I mean, I know they
Gene
play.
will make it a
I know
good-
they play against each other quite a bit, so
Yeah.
a little homie thing going on there. But
Gene and who?
Who's Gene playing?
Gene's playing Dan McGurran.
Yeah, he's playing
Oh,
Danny
my bad.
McGurran.
You're a little off.
I thought he was playing Jim Winters.
No,
No.
Jim Winter's playing Wade.
Oh,
And
oh.
he's three up on Wade. 3-0 right now.
How's that?
No, Jimmy's an amazing player. We wanted to. We just didn't work out. But, we got a good match going on here. With,
This
Ryan
is a
and Jim.
nice back and forth battle. Some smart playing here, which, especially in the field you're in right now, I mean, there's shooters on shooters on shooters. You got some smart plays, making decisions to unnerve or outcalculate your opponent. Something I can definitely appreciate because it's probably the only thing I can do.
Ryan's a very good shot. He's a guy that gets out, travels around a lot, finds himself in a lot of big tournaments, and real underestimated player as far as I'm concerned. But he can get it done. He can definitely get it done, and he's doing it right here, up 3-0 on Tim. And
That's
Tim's
running
no
deep
slouch.
already in a field of names.
Oh yeah, no, there is no slouch in any of this tournament, any part of this tournament at all. Everybody here comes to play.
Is Kurt Bueller still in it?
No.
Okay, yeah, then no slouches. No. Sorry, Kurt, sorry.
Timmy with a try for the cross side bank there. Gets fortunate with the leave, so Ryan will have to kick at it. He's going to call the corner.
Put Ryan in a real tough spot there.
Oh, that was
Made a great
Gets a
hit.
good hit.
Good hit. Oh.
That gets funky. That two ball's screwed.
Yeah, the two ball's tied up at the 6 there a little bit. He's got a real tight cut on the 1.
The six end.
He might be able to carry him off the 2. Might be able to carry him the 6 off the 2. I'm not sure if he's got enough of the 6 ball.
Too close and too
Yeah,
off.
it might be a little too tied up. Hard to see from our angle. Either way,
That perception isn't the best.
if he goes after this 1 ball, he's got a couple options
That's
with
a very
it.
me thing.
Yeah, I would almost play it safe on this one. Just kind of try and bank it back between the 9 and 2.
Oh, you're way up there.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what he's gonna go for here. He tried to play it 3 between them.
Oh,
I think
the
he's-
idea there is a good idea.
Yeah, he just tried to put the 3 between them. Hung a piece of the 1 out. I think Ryan can see a piece of it, but nothing really he can do with it.
You go for the make, you might sacrifice the breakout here because that is a weird angle to try to get a move.
Yeah, he's just gonna try and thin off this 1. Probably just jam it up with the 10.
Not a bad plan, especially if you can slide that cue ball through that gap.
Oh, he did have enough of it, and he went for the breakout.
And played it non-dominant hand as well.
Yeah, I didn't. It's tough to see from our angle, but he had enough of the 1 ball. and
Now he'll
made it
play safe
work,
here.
So he's gonna try and stick the 2 here.
Great shot.
Good opportunity there to play a really good safety. So Jim coming back to the table, gonna have a tough shot to find the 2 ball here.
4 out of 5 stars would recommend. sucker for a good safety.
I know you are. I know you are. You love a good safety. So, as do I. Especially in 10 ball. I was explaining that to a couple players that hadn't really played 10 ball and came down for the tournament, and was talking to them about kind of the philosophy. This is more of a chess match game, positional, and what you do with the cue ball and finding your out until you know you have a way to get out. It's more positional, and it's really just a chess match.
Honestly, it's one of my favorite parts of 8 and 9 ball. It's the strategy of 8 ball, manipulating your opponent, moving around the table. It's the shooting out, the figuring out your opponent's 9 ball. It's all the best parts.
Timmy-
One of my faves.
Timmy tried for the 2-rail kick there, ran it long, which gives Ryan ball in hand as he pockets the 2 ball. And he'll come down on the 3. He'll look to just more or less hold position here for the 5. And instead of holding, decides to go 1 rail back and come out with great position. And then he'll look to go 1 rail and come down south of the 7, just like that. Great shape there on the 6. Playing a little low to come up top. And he'll come back and around for the 7 ball. It must go past then. Oh, nope, he just called the 9. So he's going to play the 7-9 combo here.
You're gonna go for the combo here.
And plays that beautifully. Gets good enough shape on the 7. And 7 rolled a little farther than he would have liked.
Got a little thin on this one, but definitely be able to make this one here.
Plays that beautifully. He's going to go 2 rails to come back up.
Good
And
shape,
a
good
little
shape.
floater on the 8 ball down towards the 10. And should get up to a 4-0 lead. Ryan's starting to wake up here. We saw him play Jeff earlier, and he just couldn't quite find his groove, find his stroke. He was breaking okay, just was making some mistakes, and Jeff was giving him opportunities. Jeff not having his best game against Ryan, but Ryan just wasn't able to take advantage. Definitely taking advantage here against Timmy.
Yeah, Ryan definitely looks like he's settled in, catching his stroke, playing very good.
Must have had some dinner or
And
something.
You can be a little nerve-wracking up against a guy like Jeff.
Oh yeah.
I get that.
In my best Wisconsin. Oh yeah, you betcha.
I feel like running into about anybody at this point. Like, you gotta be on your game, you gotta be on your toes, you gotta be smart, really thinking out what you need to do.
Especially once it gets down to the final hours in this one, you're up against these top dogs, and I mean they just play flawless, man. Some of these guys just play flawless, and it's really fun to watch in the late hours Saturday, and then that final 8 on Sunday. These guys are good.
And there's that cannon break again from Ryan.
He has one hell of a snap on him.
I'd like to side by side his and Jared's break, just for. I think Jared's got a little bit stronger, and as we talked about earlier, definitely more unorthodox. But I'd like to just see the side by side
Right.
or overlay.
Yeah, Ryan has a great break, and it's very controlled too.
Which Jared are we talking about?
His brother,
Oh,
you know,
No.
the one who says cannons and has a cannon.
The one who can't shoot pool at all, that sucks so bad at this game. that
If he can't shoot pool, our top of the list is very
Should just quit.
upside down.
it's curious.
No,
Jared Corris, great dude.
Number
Phenomenal.
1 right now.
Yeah.
Number 1.
On top of the falls.
What happened, Wade? Good lord. Get your poop in a group, man. You lose to that guy?
Ryan with a good kick there to come.
No.
Make-
They're both. We got a great group of shooters up there. You know that top 5 and top of the falls is pretty dang solid. Pretty dang solid.
Oh,
We saw
and
that against Billings this year.
That bubble on top of the 5 is pretty solid too.
Oh man, I'll tell you what.
I mean,
All the way down to the 15 spot. I mean, there's some.
what spot are you in, Brett?
Gosh. Well, when I lost my last match, I played against Kelly Gilligan, and he came out strong on me. He came out really strong and defended his spot. I think that was for the 17.
Are you?
I kind of had to force
Yeah.
it a
See,
few spots.
see, top 15 real strong right there, bud.
Yeah, no, I'm just outside of the, I like to say just outside of the good ones,
I had the pleasure of having Brett over the house, and my ass kicked.
I don't know what you're pleasuring Brett at the house for, so.
It's where he likes it. It's quiet.
I'm lucky to find which end of the queue to shoot from, so.
Been doing a lot of racking. Definitely watching Brett get his hunger and his teeth back. I'll be interested to see where he ends up. But I mean,
Yeah,
that top 15 is rough out of the top.
those boys are, all of them, boys and girls. The girls, man, Stephanie, Brittany up there. I mean, those girls can play.
Rifle top.
They can play. I think Stephanie just got by Brittany
Yep.
on the list there, so I enjoy
Ooh.
watching those girls play. They're really good.
Real.
So close. That was
Just a near miss on that three.
trying to get that three.
Yeah, he made a good effort there to get to that three. So now that opens it up really wide here for Ryan.
Huge shout out to all the top of her. We have a top of the hills. Is that what it is? Out of Conrad now? Top of the plains. I'm sorry. Top
Oh.
of the plains. Top of the plains coming out of Conrad
Old
now.
Johnny Farnell up there getting something going.
Big John.
Rain.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that running. That'll be interesting to see. Of course, the highlights.
There's a few good shooters.
Definitely adding people at this point. We're up to about 90, I think.
Oh, dude, it's growing and growing. It's
I
a
love
fun
this.
format.
It's such a great format.
Yeah, and you know each group is different, and you know they all run it individually, and how you know it works for each different community, and it's fun to see how everybody does it differently, and what the things they do differently. But it's just a great format overall, and then all these communities coming together in things like this, in things like what we got going on next weekend with the women. Our top 5 women from Great Falls are going to come down here and play the top 5 women from Helena. They're going to have an under 500 tournament. Just a lot of good, interesting new stuff going on.
I'm super stoked for you guys to be. I'm going to try to stop in because I am supposed to be in Helena that week, so I'm going to try to stop in. Top of the Capitol, definitely, chomping at the bit to get, a revenge on top of the falls.
Yeah, Frankie's hungry. Frankie's very hungry.
500 first run of this will be cool to see. I'm very excited for it.
Ryan informing Timmy there that he's on a 2 fouls. So
2 fouls. I mean, he's going to try and close it out.
I don't think I try and 3 foul him here. That's a wide open table. Nothing really easy to time up on. You
I
just.
don't see any reason to
Definitely got
try
room
and
in
foul.
here.
I
Some
would-
breathing room. So.
yeah.
Oh nope, he's gonna do it.
He did, and he put a good one on it.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
He's gonna have to go at least 2 rails.
That was.
TMI.
Well, that's unfortunate because that's the thing everyone does. That was phenomenal. That was goddamn.
No, that was great.
I mean, absolutely perfect touch. Good read to move the one ball.
Yeah, I think
Ball out of just back behind. Phenomenally done.
if Tim tries to go 2 rails here, I think that 6 is kind of blocking him from the path to the 5. So
You almost have
that was a really good.
to try your best on this one.
The
was a
6
really
shouldn't
good
block the
spot
2 rail.
Yeah, he's almost got to play it tight and go inside the 6 there and go 3 rails for the 5. It looks like he's going to have to go inside the 6 and kick it off the long rail down there by the 5 to get a hit on it. So he's really going to have to put something on this one.
I think the 5 is low enough and the 6 is high enough. I don't think he has to avoid. I don't think the 6 is a player. Because realistically, he should be coming off that just north of that 3rd diamond to get on that 5.
I agree with Tanner. He definitely has a little bit of room between the 6 and the middle of the table. But I mean, it's still fine.
Yeah, so
He
had to
took
play
your
it tight.
path.
He had to play it tight and go 3 rails to get the hit, but he got the hit. Great shot there. Great shot there by Tim. Yeah, just to save himself on that one. Really great shot there. But yeah, I knew he had to stay below that 6 ball and go 3 rails to get the hit on the 5. That was the only path to it. That 6 was right in the way.
How are we looking around the field right there?
Around the field, we got Jim Winter has extended his lead 4-1 over Wade. We got John and Jeff locked in at 2 apiece. We got Lance and BJ. Lance up 3-2. Some other matches on the backside. We've got Lance Sapp on the hill against Jeff Smith. Jeans down 1-2 against Dan McGurran. A couple other matches real close and early in the match. So
Great matches going on. Some big matches.
You get literally walk around the room right now, like learning something.
Oh yeah, yeah. That John Lewis and Jeff Boucher, they're tied up.
Oh yeah.
John, man, his game is strong.
You can overlook a lot of things, but I mean, John has phenomenal ball control.
Yeah, and he's a very disciplined player too. Just like Jeff, just like Lance, just like Wade. Very disciplined. They come in here, you know, he's got a book with him. He ain't talking to players. He ain't sitting around the bar drinking. He's reading a book or he's playing pool, you know. And they come to play. And these guys are very disciplined and they're very good players. Yeah, not this one. Nope, not this guy.
He may or may not have drinks for a couple of people that you have named.
You know, you mentioned all those good players, and they all share one thing in common: their simple approach to the table.
Yeah.
They, you know, if they have to make something work, they will. But for the most part, by and
Well,
large,
and
they
they've
play
been doing it
simple.
for a minute or two,
Oh yeah.
You know, at a very high level. So.
Timmy able to get that out there to he had the great kick on the 5 to give him, or on the 3 ball, I'm sorry, to give himself a chance. And
Gets on the board.
yeah.
Gets himself on the board. 4-1.
Boys the 3 foul and eventually goes on to win the rack.
Yeah.
It's huge.
That hit was the key to that one. That saved his life. Otherwise, he'd be 5-0 down right now, you know. So these are the things we talk about, you know, going, it's never over till it's over, you know. We watched Lance Sapp down 3-0 against Mike Schaaf.
Yep.
Against a real tough customer, and Lance battled back.
Oh yeah, and came back and got him.
Oh yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Good old stupid curve.
Scratch on the break into the side pocket there for Timmy. Gives Ryan ball in hand is a pretty open table. 4 ball squeaks between the 5 and the 6. Nothing really troublesome. Everything almost leads to another. So plays the one in the corner. He'll play this 2 ball, drift into the side rail and come back out for the 3. Well done there. Now he'll draw back on the 3 to play the 4. Be sitting pretty. Draws on the 4. Let it run a little far, but he's still got good leave. He'll push this forward and out to get on the 5. Oh, and misses it high. Didn't quite cut it enough. Was worried about that long shot. Worried about getting back over on the 5 ball. Ryan giving Timmy another chance to get himself right back in this. Timmy not adjusting for the slow speed of the table. Doesn't play that one with near enough pace. Leaves himself on the short rail, and voices his disappointment with his shot. Plays a great save. Oh yeah. Could have hit that just a skosh harder, but still really good execution.
To marry up on the 9, but still a great shot.
I mean, it's nice to give your opponent a little bit of hope and hope that they move your table a little bit for you. I'll be honest with you. And big plays maybe work out that way this side. But giving your opponent a shot to make a shot, even though they can't make a shot, not necessarily a bad shot.
Shots?
Shots. And that is.
Oh. Yeah, unfortunate kiss on the 10 ball there for Timmy. He's trying to get down and around.
Yeah, trying to get hung it out there a little bit. Now Ryan's going to have a good chance to draw off this 5 here. Bring it over for the 6 ball.
Very manageable table.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just got to stay disciplined and control on this.
Yeah, great shot there. Perfect. You want to be right on that rail. Just to
Eager
draw
right
this
around
back.
the table.
He's he's even close enough to the rail where you're gonna get that natural float over for the 7 off the draw. Perfect, just like that.
Just like that.
Maybe
I don't know. I think he wanted to be a little more shallow.
I want to be a little bit straighter, but he's good. Ooh, hit that one.
And that's gonna work.
played it with running. I think I would have forced it with inside to get
Yeah,
it
I
to.
would have forced it with the inside, but that's just me.
Another ball and half roll there, and then that's
Yeah.
stop shot out.
Oh my God! Highway robbery right there.
Yeah,
That was such a good shot.
was.
Watching it right here on the
Have a
replay.
single on a Memorial Day weekend, just motorboat.
Beautiful.
Oh, just
That's why we got the card.
hit it. Just watched it on the replay there. I got the stream delay over here, and he missed it just high. It came off that high side corner of the pocket. So rattled it out, and
Titty, as they say.
we must save them.
I love the titty.
You see a lot of those in Lookout City.
Let's go give Timmy another one. See the momentum shifting a little bit here.
Would you dare say that the titty saved the Timmy?
Great piece together. I mean, definitely a little bit of luck involved in that.
A little bit of momentum shift, yeah. He got one there that if he wouldn't have let that sail to get over the 8, you know, like I said, inside I think would have been probably a little bit better of a choice, but yeah,
Brian can shake that off and just stay focused on the snitch.
oh yeah, no, bear down. You're up 4-2. Got two more to go here. Just close it out. And Ryan will. He's a very composed player. He'll get this back. And
Definitely not rattled. That's or at least not visibly rattled.
well, you never know. You never know. That's the beauty of pool. You can shake out anyway. So Ryan with the break. 7th rack of the set. Up 4-2.
Some more updates from around the room. We got Jim Winter on the hill against Wade, 5-1. Jeff edging out a small lead against John, 3-2. Dan and Gene locked up 2 apiece. Lance was able to get his win, so he's still cruising through the losers bracket. And Will and Lance, or BJ and Lance Stanchfield, locked up at 3 apiece. So real good.
Battles out there right now.
Absolutely.
I didn't catch it. What was
Jim is
5-1.
on the hill against Wade, 5-1.
5-1 up. Jimmy's playing strong over there.
Clearly. Wade is no slouch for sure.
Yeah, a lot of really good matches going on right now. Jeff Boucher up on John Lewis 3-2. That's a good match right there.
Almost kind of skip out how you guys get more stars. That's honestly about the most interesting match to me.
Bye, Felicia.
The patron saint of goodbyes.
That's what you're the patron saint of, or the demon of Irish goodbyes.
Oh, well, you know, if you do slip it out the back door or in it, whichever you prefer.
Oh, it goes side pocket and makes a great breakout on it too.
It's because in Soviet Russia you cannot play pool. It's too cold, so
We
you play
don't-
with your own balls.
We don't play this American game in Russia. Not in Mother Russia. We have a different way of playing. And we play on ice.
National sport is, how do you say, Russian roulette. You win if you get shot.
Oh, it has begun.
Nah, just
Now,
quick finish.
just dipping your feet in, just testing the waters a little bit. I like it.
Oh, Ryan here pulling off the Evil Knievel. flushes that one perfectly down the drain. He's got good shape on the 4-ball too.
All judges gave 9.9 except for the Russian judge. Great job.
Great play there. Yeah, smart play there. Drives it down into the traffic.
I think he was trying to make it and just missed it.
No,
I actually do too.
I think it was a little bit of a two-way shot.
That's
there.
fair.
He called the pocket, and then he's got the 5-ball right there. But he knew, you know,
If you're gonna miss it to the, yeah, miss it to the 6-ball side.
Shot there, so smart play by Ryan.
I'm gonna leave those calls up to Brett. Nobody's better at the 2-way.
I'm more of a one-way kind of guy these days, but that's just, you know.
I didn't know you fully converted.
I didn't have a choice.
It explains the hair in the shirt.
I just gave up. I quit.
We still don't have an explanation for you though, Carp.
Unsolved Mysteries did an episode. Nobody called the hotline.
Oh, he holds it there. Good hit there on the floor. Cue ball stayed on the table, so all he could ask for.
Oh, honestly, scratches.
Yeah, it gives Ryan a good chance here, though. You can park this right behind the 6. Yeah, just like that.
Was it like that?
Just like that. Just like that. And, yeah. Tim here with gonna have to come up with another good kick just to hit this 4-ball. But he's been doing it all night. He's been coming up with these hits. So, just to keep himself alive.
Behind us, you can see it.
I think he's gonna kick one rail at the 4. I don't think he's calling anything. I always like to call a pocket something,
It is
just in case. Just, you know,
That's pretty cool.
almost that went in, you know. But good hit, comes up with a good hit there. Leaves Ryan with a tough cut down the rail, and gonna have to come up with something to get to that 5-ball.
I'd almost be happier missing here just because of the angle you got to take on the phone.
He might
unless you
elect
find
to-
a way to backpedal.
He might play a safety here. Just try and get it down into the traffic. Percentages on this shot are low, especially getting down to that 5-ball. So,
Oh, they get lower right after. That's what I was gonna say.
well, say it.
I think I would play the 2-way here. You've got the chance to cross bank the 4 into the side and get that cue ball up table traveling towards that.
That's a good call too. That's a possibility. That is a good
Might just
two-way
call
shot.
him Bobby Heenan
Jeremy Jones.
because he is the brain.
Oh, he just sent it.
He nailed it.
Did he hold behind the 7?
Like I said, getting over that 5. He's got a thin 5, and then he's got a real tough 6-ball next as well. So
Either of these you can safety out pretty quick. This is probably the optimal target.
I think I would take that option.
Ooh, almost
shot
got it to
there.
squat.
Tried to
Great one, but not
tried to get it. Tried to get that 10 in between, but a little bit hard, but not much of a shot. Yeah, that 6-ball's in the mud. Going for the bank. No, he was trying to play it. Trying to play a little 2-way there. Trying to make the 5, but put it behind that 10.
Everybody else watching 5, I was watching the people.
Yeah. I was watching both. It
You are talented that way.
I didn't even know Brett played volleyball. They just
I
set the
feel
shit
like
out
the
of us.
cream in an Oreo cookie right now.
Oh,
Man. Just an unnecessary, didn't it?
Very
Good shot. Good shot. That'll give,
Definitely got an opportunity here for,
yeah,
for a breakout.
gives Timmy a little opportunity to come off this 5, run it down, and break that 6 out. So see what he comes up with.
Some
Run these racks out.
He's trying to survive. Yeah, he knows he's no more mistakes here.
Some more updates from around the room. Wade lost to Jim Winter. Jim got past Wade 6-1.
6-1 on that one. Wow. That's shot there by Tim. 6 came up a little bit more than he wanted.
What else you got, Tanner?
That's all I really got right now. Jeff extending his lead out a little bit, up 4-2 on John.
Looking on John Wilson, Jeff was
4-2 in favor of Jeff.
4-2 Jeff. Jeff's in the lead right now.
4-3 BJ over Lance.
Nice. Nice. Go BJ.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. BJ's playing some top-notch pool lately. In the last tournament up there. So now Gene's converted this Calcutta to incorporate the 500 between 500 and 600 players and who finishes top in those different I don't know all the numbers that he's got divided out, but he's got it divided out, you know, like a 500 to 600, something like that.
549 and down.
Yeah, yeah.
550 to 600, or 559 and then 600.
Yeah, and they get a percentage of the Calcutta, and BJ's been tearing it up, and it's a great format. Yeah, it's really great format, so it makes it a little more interesting going into a Calcutta, so you might actually spend a little bit more on that lower rated player that you know might go deep into the tournament, and BJ's been great at that so far.
You know, you gotta be careful when the BJ goes deep.
Well, you know. Hey.
Another update. Jeff able to extend his lead out 5-2, so starting to run away now.
Jeff's been playing flawlessly all year long, all life long, man. Yeah. When hasn't he been?
And again, like I said,
flawlessly?
you know, he's in his backyard right now.
Yeah.
And this is,
He's on his home turf. He's in home field territory here, and he's doing his Jeff thing. So another one, Tim narrows the lead here to 3-4. Battling back. He was down 4-0, wasn't he?
he's doing the bull dance.
Yeah, he was down 4-0. Man, he's coming back.
Opportunity to break here as well.
Yeah, Tim with the rack.
Chance to round it up to 4-4.
See if he can get her done.
He's gonna get to that either, so.
Timmy with a strong break, and nothing falls though, so as a result of the dry break.
Huckleberry is quite delightful, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's lovely. I helped myself to a little squirt. I apologize.
I'd say it while Tanner wasn't looking, but he was looking.
Oh, you know.
Road's a lonely
You never
place,
know
man.
what you're going to hear in the
Road's a
later
lonely
hours.
place.
All right. I don't apologize.
Definitely trying to make some stuff work there. Get a little shift back his momentum his way. Sometimes that's all it takes.
And I
I
think-
can't imagine that at this level that pulling out like something super impressive out of your bag really shakes your opponent, but it's always worth the try.
Right? I got this round. Boys.
shit scratch there.
And the table keeps getting worse. Why they keep every shot they take, they're piling the balls up a little bit more and more. But
It is almost working on a re-rack, that's for sure.
what's going on over here?
I'd say so.
You,
Nope.
oh, really? Wow.
Seen him. It's about
We
as
will.
much.
Jimmy's good dude. Great dude. Great dude.
Kind of like Jeff, not how I imagined him.
Well,
Definitely some thinking on this one here. You don't want to move too much around if you're going to miss, because you don't want to open up the table to your opponent, but you also don't want to give a ball in hand to your opponent.
yeah.
We're too late in the day to be giving up those kind of mistakes.
Yeah, Tim's in a tough spot here. Just gonna have to hope to come out of this with a roll. Joined in the booth here with Cart, head of 2MX Billiards, director of the Sunday Funday tournaments over at the Beck. If you're ever around Great Falls on a Sunday, get down to the Beck and get in that tournament. One of the most popular tournaments in town. I do a great job running that tournament. I love it. It's always a good time. A lot of good pool up in there. I love what you're doing. And, just want to give you a
do
mad
sign up
shout out.
early, but honestly, the greatest part of the tournament is watching the topper end players really take some time and show some of the lower end players that show up to the tournament a little thing or two.
It's good for everybody, man. It improves the game, and I love to show up and play in it. There's always good competition. It's just a great tournament, a lot of fun, good time.
Of course, out of the Black Eagle Country Club there in Great Falls, the Beck.
Shout out to the Beck, our home turf. Clay and Jackie always doing good things, doing everything they can for the pool community. Love you guys and everything that you do.
My chili's still better.
I have to agree. I definitely have to agree with that. I tried them both, and I'll tell you what, man, you nailed it. You nailed it on
I
that
just gotta
one.
take a shot of Clay there real quick. That was
Nothing
first
against
time
that
in-
one. His
first
was
time in
very
my
good
life
as
that I ate
well.
spam and didn't complain.
Yeah, his was very good as well, just not for me. But man, yours was on point, brother. I'm telling you what. That lit me up, and it was hot, but I couldn't stop eating it. I had the sweats going on, and I couldn't stop eating it.
I
It was
never get to
awesome.
make my chili in the way I like to eat it. It was nice.
Man. Well, I sure enjoyed it. And, yeah, that was phenomenal.
Thank you, Tanner.
Donka. I'm gonna help myself to another little squirty squirt. just a little squirty squirt. I don't like them big ones. I like the little squirts.
Both players really playing some chess back and forth here, trying to figure out how to make it work.
Let's get back on this. Okay. Focus. No, not focus.
Both players trying not to make any mistakes here.
I think Ryan just needs to get back aggressive here. I was working for him well the first 4 racks, and then he started to change his play style a little bit.
The
And
momentum definitely
Yeah, when he tried 3 foul in there, the momentum was a huge shift there.
Changing the tempo, changing the pace, if you will.
Yeah, no, you know, like I said, I'm gonna stick to it. The key shot of the match was that 3-ball when he kicked and saved himself from that 3 foul. That was the key shot.
Oh yeah.
The whole momentum shifted right there, and Tim's been battling back. Now that coming back up from down 4. Within 1 now. Continuing to make good shots like that, he should be in good shape here for the 3. 4 ball's in a little bit of a tough spot. Oh, and it just found the side pocket there. So unfortunate roll there for Tim. Needed a little bit more right spin on that one to get around for the 4, but just found the side pocket. So Ryan's going to have ball in hand. We'll have a good look at this table. Let's see if he can connect the dots and finish this one out.
Sorry, everybody's texting us over Brett.
Change that real
Brett's
quick.
out. It's gonna be me. I'm the color guy. I have no idea what's going on. There's balls on the table, and they are attempting to put them in holes. I believe is the objective.
That is the basic premise of what we have going on here.
I believe there's an order too. I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, there is definitely a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 order.
Oh, all the way to 10.
All the way to
That's
10.
double digits.
All the
I
way.
have just enough figures.
Well, you don't want to just go to nothing. That's where you screw up. You want to get all the way to 10. All the way.
It's like hopscotch. The looks I just received was phenomenal.
A good little safety there, but I think Ryan's got a good look at the 5 here. Make a hit.
I'd say so.
Oh, where's it gonna go?
Much rather
Right in
have
the
table
jaws.
there.
And yeah, he's gonna set Tim up here for another good look at the table.
Good separation, good space between the balls. Yeah, there's always a car. Want that to roll further or shorter?
He got right in the lane there for the 6. He's got a good look at it here.
I don't really care for showing a single ball. It's okay. Chip beef, not my game.
So growing up, we actually called that cream chipped beef on toast.
Yeah, it's, so my oldest is Bob. Is from western North Indiana. Same.
It do be that Midwestern life.
I grew up calling a show and
Shout out to chili and cinnamon rolls.
Chili dog. Bam.
Sauce on spaghetti.
Great bank there. But Ryan sets himself up for that 8-9 combo.
8-9 combo here. Draw off this. Should be able to hold that 8 here pretty easily.
Definitely looking to go. The sharpening is a problem.
Hold it.
The sharpening is a problem.
Needed to draw on that.
Needed to draw it a little bit more, so he's got a sharp angle on this 8, but
Even just a punch shot. We'll just say it all. Give yourself an opportunity.
I think he's got enough here.
Does he have enough space not to scratch?
Yeah, that's the thing. He's holding it from that corner pocket.
Almost just punch it around behind that 10 ball.
It's an option.
Which is why carp's not good, because that's the first place my brain went.
Yeah, he's gonna try and
Go for it.
play the safety. A
Actually, that's pretty good.
It worked
That's
out
pretty
good. It leaves
I mean, even
Tim
if
with
you're going for the crossback, you're still gonna have to push the cue ball way up table and have to work your way back down.
it leaves Tim with a really tough cut up the table.
Take the short and play it in the corner up there. You have an opportunity where you may let yourself strike off the rail and then a straight up shot off the rail. Not fun.
No,
Experience is dictated.
if he plays for here, you play the cut all the way up all day. You don't play the bank here, especially with the way these tables are playing.
Bobby the Brain. Mike Tanner has the right eye. Usually true. Oh God.
Beautiful
damn.
bank shot there.
Or you just prove Tanner wrong and,
Bank shot.
you know,
Yeah.
just bank it and send it the heart of the pocket.
It comes down to player preference on that one and what they feel more comfortable with.
Literally three different viewpoints on it, but
yeah.
So.
You never know what's going to happen, but he.
Oh,
and he
no.
just narrowly missed that thin cut. And I know. As soon as this match is over, I'm comes in. All right. And just narrowly missing that cut on the 10 ball. Beautiful cut on the 10 ball, but overcut it just a little bit, which I didn't even think he could do. But
He was so close, I didn't think he could.
yeah,
But
I
he
didn't
did.
think he could overcut it, but he did just a little bit, and that's the way it shakes out, and that's going to put Ryan on the hill. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we'll just stack them up here, Gene. I'll give them to Gene. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. They will. Heck, they tried to steal a boost basket the last time we were here.
Dry break there by Ryan. Gives Timmy a chance here. He's going to play safety. Gets tucked up behind the 7 really nicely.
Yeah, Tim trying to hang on to this one. Just narrowly missing, getting out on that, making a couple of great shots
The spread
there.
out of his ball in hand would be goddamn amazing.
Yeah, see there's not any trouble ball on this table. Tim making a great shot there to give himself a good chance at getting a ball in hand here.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, that's not going to get there. So Tim's going to come back to the table with ball in hand.
Really spread out. Good.
Has a good opportunity here if he can maneuver this table.
Stay focused and stay clean. I think you're good. Keep coming back to the middle of the table.
Yeah, it just comes down to no mistakes, especially at this point in the tournament. Against this field, you have to be precise and you can't make mistakes. That's how you win these tournaments. That's a great shot there. Put himself in a good position. He wanted it down a little more, but I think he's in great
He'd have preferred
position
the
here.
angle so that he could guarantee himself the move between the 5 and the 9 there, but this is going to work out for him.
Yeah, I like the position here for the 3. He can come around 2 rails and be perfect for that 3 into the side. Just got to get around that 7 and 5.
Uh-oh.
Tried to go in between. He needed a little bit more right spin on that. He wanted to spin it around the 7 and 5.
I mean, as far as kick shots go, this is pretty straightforward, though.
A little bit of inexperience there by Tim, but he had the right idea. Wasn't quite able to execute it the way it needed to be, but see if he can come up with a kick shot here on the 3.
He's going to take a couple of shots of these throughout the evening tonight. He's been close a bunch of times. I think he's probably about at the point where he's got to figure it out.
Did you say shots?
Drink your vodka, sir.
Oh, and he comes up with one there.
I don't know that that was on purpose, but good God.
Well, he definitely wanted to get a hit on the 3, but he got a little bit of love off that. I don't know if it passes the 9 to where Ryan can get a hit on this 3.
Based on how hard that cue ball or that cue hit the table over there, I definitely don't think that was his intention. But I don't think he looked at it because that is mean. That is you pissed on my dog in a former life mean.
You got to roll on that one. Ryan coming up with a great hit, 2 rails to get a great hit on the 3. These guys are coming up with some great angles out of these safeties just to get hits on these balls. And, pretty fun to watch, actually.
Definitely not left-handed.
Mark, you're walking a little lopsided there. One of your pockets heavy or what, bro?
Yeah.
You got some cash in there?
I got a menu.
Right around 6. Right around 6 heavy, I think.
Nice 10-ball pop, bro.
All right. This Gene's back here?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yup.
A long day of pool. That's gonna happen.
Long day.
Ryan definitely seeing an out here, making some moves.
Could definitely be an out.
And he's been true the whole table. Just nice, easy, simple moves. Move yourself around the table. Where you
Good.
have to get to wide open, a lot of space between.
Good touch on that 4, actually, to get up to the 5 and put himself in great position here for the 6. Just
That
don't get
is
tied up with the 8. Don't get tied up with the 8. And he did. He got tied up with the 8. Man, yeah, that's an unfortunate little roll there.
Oh,
he played
beautiful.
one rail shot there. Great shot.
I know you couldn't see it from the camera angle because
Yeah.
where we're sitting at, but he
It was
spun it
really-
right off the rail
Yeah,
around
he
the
had
8
to
and
spin the heck out of that ball.
Great speed.
He had to really put something on that to spin it.
Back
And
to
he
back,
set
great
another
shots.
Great bank.
He's definitely going with Tanner's suggestion.
Yeah,
A little bit more aggressive. playing
He's
back
trying to
his
close
style.
this one out. He knows he's got to get it done here. So, couple
He is-
great
he's
shots.
wasting no time with this
Yeah, he's in stroke now and looking like he's going to be able to get out on this one.
oh, and left himself 50-yard line there a little bit.
Left himself a little 50-50 on the 10 ball, but made a great shot to get out, and that'll do it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Chamberlain moving on, putting Timmy Squires out of the tournament, and we'll be back here after a short break. And with our next match, we got a big one coming up, so stay tuned.
All right, much anticipated matchup. Next, we've got Frank Kinsel against Nate Neargard. It's going to be a good one coming up. So. right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Frank Kinsel, Nate Niergaard squaring up here. Updates from around the room. Jeff was able to get the win over John. Jim Winter over, Jimmy Winter over Wade. And one other match that I can't think of off the top of my head. BJ over Lance Stanchfield. So Jim, BJ, and Jeff all in it tomorrow. The other three moved into losers bracket to try and get their bid that way. Frank and Nate, the last match of the top side of the night. So Frank and Nate both on Team Montana last year. Both of them vying for another spot again this year. Heck of a break there by Nate. One ball sitting just off the side pocket. Looks like he can squeeze it in there.
Back here with a monster matchup here. Nate Niergaard and Frank Kinsel. Nate with a bash of a break on that one. Just a beautiful table here. I think that one, does it slide by?
I don't want to get in his line of sight. It looks like it does, but
Right. Yeah, I think he can. I think he could sneak it in there. There
pockets
he
it
goes.
nicely. This table plays itself out right here.
Yeah.
Stop shot on the 2, roll over for the 3, bring the 5 up.
When you come up with a monster break like that,
Oh yeah.
it makes it a lot easier. And
How many times though do you come up with a monster break and don't have a shot on the opening ball?
I don't. I mean, I don't.
Okay, fair enough.
Nate is pretty proficient at it, but not me. But yeah, he got a really good table here off that break. 5 is going to be a little tricky. Looks like he's just going to follow this up and take the 5 down the rail. Yep.
Play this with some center, maybe a little bit of low.
Yeah,
Just
a
get that
little
to stun
off
out.
this, just a little stun off this. Try and draw it over to the middle of the table. Just like that.
Doesn't even necessarily have to get to the middle table. Just get off the
Yeah,
rail. That
yeah,
way you
just
can
wanna be off the
stick
rail,
it with
just wanna
some.
stun that off a little
Yep.
bit, yeah.
That's why you can
Exactly.
stick it with some English and not worry about the rail being in your way. And
Yeah, he's going to have to come up with a good stroke here. Going to have to come around at least 3, maybe 4 rails to get down to the 9. Oh, just missed that one. But got a good roll there, and puts that 8 in a tough spot for Frank.
and that 8-9 is angled away from the pocket, so that takes away the combo.
What's going on there, buddy? Yeah, not a whole lot of options on this one. Not a whole lot of options on this one, but see what Frankie comes up with here. Yeah, he did. He just put that underneath the 9. Great shot there by Frank, just to hide that 8 ball. So. Did that Cat Grizz game fire up yet, or?
Just started.
Just started? All right. We're going to be watching that one closely.
About to do
No,
the
we got nothing to this one. But
About to do the drawing for the Jacoby though, so I
oh,
think
we're gonna be drawn for the Jacoby?
yeah, I think we'll try and get him to wait till between the racks. That way we can take a little undivided attention real fast.
Cool. So anybody in on the Jacoby drawing, stay tuned, and we're going to draw for that stick here shortly, in between racks. So stay tuned if you're in on the Jacoby drawing. And if you're in on the Mosconi jersey, stay tuned to the Cat Grizz game. We posted the board on Facebook. So if you want to know what your numbers are, jump on Facebook and check that out.
And if you
we'll see
can't,
how that one shakes out.
and if you can't read the handwriting, blame yourself for writing your name, or blame me for writing the numbers. I'm not sure which part you can't read, but I do write fluently in chicken scratch. So
I'm very interested to see how that one shakes out. I'm rooting for my man Richie on that one. That little guy would love to have that jersey hanging in his bedroom.
Frank able to feather that in off the full edge of the pocket, using the whole pocket there.
Yeah, he was really trying to hold that one there. Got a little bit of angle on this 10, but should be able to cut it down the rail here. Yeah, makes a great shot on that 10.
Great shot.
Frankie jumping out to the 1-0 lead on this one. It's going to be a good match here. A couple shout outs to our sponsors we got going on. Harold Prine Custom Cues. Any pool player out there looking for a carbon fiber shaft or a custom cue, get a hold of Harold Prine out of Spokane. 100% guaranteed. Everything that he makes is fabulous.
Going to be waiting just a little bit longer on that Jacoby drawing. Got to nail down a couple of loose ends. So
Yeah, it's going to be coming up soon though.
So in our best effort not to interrupt these guys' match, once everything's all figured out, we're going to be going live on Facebook temporarily. This match will still be going on. This stream will still be going on, but we're going to go live on Facebook from our phone real fast to do the Jacoby drawing. So if you're paying attention to that, jump in on Facebook real fast and we'll take a peek-sees.
Nice guy. Hi. Yeah. Why ain't you shooting? She's got to be running out of room. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Frank with a little save to start off. Good bank there by Nate. Unfortunately, comes up behind the 3, and he's going to have to kick at this one. We'll update the score here momentarily. Got to get a second to get over there, but Frank is up 1-0 on Nate, so we'll get that updated here in a little bit. Nate able to come away with a hit there, but Frank has line of sight on the 2 ball. Looks like he can cut it down. And then he'll have to find position on the 3. Probably try and sit. I don't know what he'll probably try and do here. He can try and sit down between the 6 and the 5, come back off the rail, or he can try and follow forward just a little bit to push that 3 ball back in the corner or in the side. So couple different options here. And tried to play for the 3 back in the side and ended up missing the 2 ball. So
Yeah, just didn't quite have enough of it to make it there. Really opens it up a little bit here for Nate. He'll have a good look at this table. Great shape shot there by Nate. Uses a little top right to get around that 5 and set himself up in good shape here for the 4. Gonna probably try to come around 2 rails on this one for the 5 ball. Great speed control there. Great shot. Good controlled shot there by Nate. Leaves himself great shape here for the 5. See if he goes forward or draws it back for the 6. Looks like he's going to draw on this one. Gives himself a little bit of angle. Just going to want to bring this cue ball back to right about where it is right now. Give himself a little angle on the 7 to come back over for the 8 or draw off the 7 to get it in the side. Not too far, don't get behind the 9. He's just got enough lane there. He's gonna put a stroke on this one. Either come forward off of it. Looks like he's gonna draw off the 7, come back for the 8 in the side. Nate very much in stroke right now and playing great shape on these. Going to come around 2 rails, maybe 3 for the 9. They get down table and he should be in good shape here for the 10.
This little punch shot up the rail, right out on the 10 ball.
Get these guys to update that scoreboard. It's going to knot this one up. 1-1 if Nate's able to get out here.
Harder than I would have hit it, but he's also way better than I am.
That's going to knot this one up. 1-1. And we'll get that scoreboard updated for you.
It always freaks me out watching Nate because he does this tip drop right before he shoots.
Yeah, he's got a very distinct style and stroke and how he does it. Pretty fun to watch. One of my more favorite players to watch. Both these guys, they both have a distinct style in how they shoot and how they approach the table. So this is a really fun match to watch.
Got the pleasure of watching Nate last time he was up in Great Falls doing the stream with you. It was a lot of fun to watch and watch Frank for a long time. Hate him, but I love him.
Both, right? Both Team Montana alumni here. Both these guys, great shooters. A couple of the top players in the state, obviously, going head-to-head here. So we're just happy to be able to call this match. It's going to be a good one.
Definitely a fun match, especially when I have on the stream. We've got Frank, the man, the point of contact out here.
The top of the Capitals captain. The man with the plan, putting it all together, doing all the work.
Billings?
Nate is out of Bozeman area.
Bozeman.
Yeah.
Top of the balls. Very nice. Very nice.
He is top of the Bridgers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in top of the Bridgers, out of Livingston, Bozeman area. I didn't stalk him this week, but yeah, he's out of that area, Bozeman, Livingston.
Real quick interruption. If you are paying attention to the Jacoby raffle, we're going live simultaneously on Railside. So jump over there on a Facebook real fast, and we'll be doing that drawing here in the next literal seconds.
If you're in the Jacoby drawing, jump onto Railside Facebook, Railside Productions. Get on there. We're going to have a live video for the drawing right now. It's going down. $2,200 queue going to somebody that paid $35. Somebody's going to be really happy here in a few minutes.
So what you're saying is it's too late for me to get in?
It is. We sold the spots earlier this morning. They had about 8 spots left when we came in and put it on the stream, and man, they were gone like that. And it just, that queue is
You
beautiful.
guys looking to do another one tomorrow?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think we're all out of stuff. I'd love to, but I got no stuff.
Ah. So I have a beautiful broken Mucci.
Oh yeah. If anybody's looking for a broken Mucci out there,
It
you might
shoots
want
straight, it's just the butt's broke. It feels weird.
call Earl Strickland. He would be very interested, I think.
Doesn't he only have broken Mucci's?
Yeah, he's got a lot of broken sticks.
No, honestly, I always loved watching him shoot. He's like Andre Agassi.
Oh,
Love watching the passion.
going down to Vegas this year and watching him play in the
Oh, man,
Moscone.
yes. Especially the conversations you got to hold with him.
Yeah, you know, and being able to talk to Earl and sit down with Shane and Earl, that was just a moment of my lifetime. You
Your
know?
brother and his doppelganger.
Yeah, yeah.
Tyler.
Sitting down with Skyler and getting to meet those guys, and they are just phenomenal dudes, all of them. Just class all the way around. Shane Van Boning is one of the most humble people on the planet, I'm convinced. He, you know, and as much as he gets approached and hassled and, you know, all the stuff that he's got to deal with, he just does it with such class.
Well, the interesting, turn off your ears whenever you want.
Yeah, that helps.
I'll never forget watching him
helps.
come up to Great Falls shooting at the Wild West shootout.
Yeah.
The 8 ball.
Yeah.
It was insane. Watching my very good friend, Aisha, get upset because he was not responding to her while she was trying to get his drink order.
You don't realize he can't hear you right now.
Hilarious. It was actually one of the first streams I ever saw in Great Falls.
Yeah, yeah. He's been around for a long time, and he is just an amazing dude. He's an amazing dude. How are we looking on that drawing?
Tabitha Dixon was the winner of the drawing. Spot number 44.
44. My old number in high school. My baseball number.
That was about, what, 44 years ago, right?
Yeah, just about.
Cheese and rice.
Just about. That's classified information.
Is that G14 classified?
And it's always G14 classified.
Tabitha Dixon, the new owner of a Jacoby Custom Q.
She buy that one online.
I'm not sure. Is she a Helena gal?
Not a clue. She is a Helena gal.
So it stays local. One spot. That's the way it works. We were talking about that earlier. Tabitha Dixon.
I give her $70.
Congratulations, Tabitha. Yeah. We'll double your money real quick for you. No, congratulations, Tabitha. That is an amazing cue. So have fun with that. That's awesome.
The jersey.
The game just started. We're gonna wait. The final score will determine the winner of the jersey, and we will announce that as soon as we get the final score of the game. They don't have it on any TVs I see here. I think the game's on ESPN too, isn't it? We're gonna have to monitor that.
Back in the pool here, Nate is making short work at this table.
Yeah, Nate, working through connecting the dots here. This guy's been on his game the last 2 years. He's really worked hard, and it's been showing with shots like that. Amazing. You know, anyone lower experience would try and hold that and take that 8 down rail. Nate's going to go across and come back for it. Like, that's confidence in your game right there. And this guy's got it. This guy's got it. He works hard on his game, and it shows.
I just give him props for it. Welcome shirt. Or my DC's out.
There it is, Nate Neargard with the third rack of the set, going up 2-1 on Frank Kinsel. Couple of heavy hitters here in the late hours, getting down to the nitty-gritty, seeing how this one shakes out to our top 8. We got a lot of big matches going on the other tables. We'll get you an update on the scores, what's going on there, but we got a good one going on here with Frank and Nate.
Alright, so around the place right now, we got Terry and Ryan out there over on table 3. Ryan up 1-0 right now. Lancet down 1 to Nick Carlson. We got a back and forth over by Dan and Gene. We got a 5 in Gene's favor at the moment. Of course, we're sitting over here, Frank and Nate, looking at 2-1 in Nate's favor, and that's what we got going on around the room right now.
Yeah, a lot of good matches going on. That Gene Legocki Dan McGurn match, that's been an interesting one to watch. A little back and forth. A couple of great shooters there. Dan McGurn, I grew up playing with that guy, and he was a phenomenal player. Still hanging and banging.
So I work the Hell in a Sword pretty often. Dan's a pretty regular customer of mine. Had no idea. He didn't know who I was. I didn't know who he was until tonight. And it's very funny. It's been about 2 years.
Kind of interesting how pool brings people together that way, right? And Dan's a phenomenal guy. He used to live in Great Falls, and I've shot with him all the time. And yeah, I've known Dan for many, many years now, and he's played for a long, long time. Great shooter, great dude. Comes over, he contributed to the stream. Thank you, Dan, very much for helping us out, and appreciate the generosity, and just shows his character, what kind of guy he is by doing stuff like that. So
I like the play that Frank did here. Definitely a come and get me play. Forcing your opponent to make a move.
yeah, puts Nate in a little bit of a tricky spot here, but he's got a lot of the 2 to work with. Let's see if he can put it behind that 7-6.
Alrighty, guys, just for your viewing pleasure, went ahead and took a snippet of the box score of the Cat Grizz game. So we got that underneath the stream. That way you guys can pay all of your attention to the pool match that's going on and slightly pay attention to the Cat Grizz game.
Well,
So
only 2 numbers matter, and they're the last 2 anyway.
Right. This is why I have Tanner Davis with me, coming up with stuff like this, putting that ESPN scoreboard right up on the screen, so anybody in on the Moscone jersey can keep track of that. Pretty cool stuff. So we're gonna track that to the end and see who wins this signed jersey, signed framed Moscone Cup Team USA jersey.
Just put a little curve right there. How mad? Send someone to smack me in the forehead, mad? Maybe.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
Come on, that's hilarious.
It is funny.
That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be monitoring the score of that game and see how that one shakes out.
You don't even have to.
we won't be doing anything. OBS will.
Yeah, right.
It's good.
It's right there.
It's fine.
It's right.
Assuming
there.
it actually
Nothing to do.
updates on its own. I have not checked that part yet.
I'm rooting for Richie. I'm just gonna put that out there. My man Richie, the first name on the board. He wanted that sucker bad. Little Richie, Clay and Jackie's son. Phenomenal little pool player. Dude's what, about 8-9 years old, somewhere in there, I think.
About 10.
Is he?
Yeah, him and
Yeah.
Mason are pretty close to the same age.
But I'll tell you what, he is an experienced little pool shooter. The kid has got the talent. He's going to be a heck of a pool shooter.
Watching your kids play and my kids play, and watching Bodita and Johnny Hill's kid play,
Yeah.
and Richie, like it's
Yeah.
weird to watch the future. And then I got to watch Mason and Richie play. It was like looking into a time capsule.
Oh,
into the
no,
future. It was
yeah.
insane, and they went back and forth. Like,
And that's where it's at, man. I love the idea of getting some junior stuff started. Like, we're really into that. Railside Productions is going to be working towards starting up some junior stuff and getting these kids a little more involved with the game and getting them loving it and understanding it more. We really love that stuff, and we see the passion in a lot of these kids. And Richie's the prime example. That kid, all he wants to do is get on a pool table, and he's got a passion, and he's got a very good, he's been taught the right etiquette and manners. He's just the most polite little gentleman
unless
you'll
he's
ever
playing
meet.
his dad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and he's a little comedian. So love that kid, and love what he's doing with the game.
If you ever find your way into the back and you see a little dude under 5 foot tall, not Leo or Nate, playing pool, that's probably Richie. And I encourage you to walk up to him and ask him what his 3 favorite things in life are, because it's hilarious.
I will have to ask him the next time I see him. He's a great little dude.
Good God, that was amazeballs. It's a shame he didn't call it. Damn, bro.
Yeah, Frankie getting a little unfortunate pocket there, and gonna leave Nate here with a shot at this 9 ball and coming across for the 10. So makes a good stroke on that one, and
In about any other tournament in the world, I'd say, well, at least there's a lot of green there, but
Right.
you can't do that here.
not here. No, not these guys. They're gonna make that shot all day long, especially Nate, and puts a good stroke on that one. Comes across for the 10, puts himself up 3-1, and in good shape here. You want some?
No, okay. I just want to give you shit. So if you didn't know, Brett made some Nashville hot chicken last night and did not bring me any.
I brought it. It's here. I have it for you. It's ready to go. I brought it just for you.
I was already at home in my pajamas, bro.
Yeah, it was better right out of the fryer. I'll tell you what, man, it turned out phenomenal. I'm a little bit of a culinary connoisseur,
Don't let him shy-ball you. He's a good-ass cook.
As well are you. I'm pretty sure the crown goes to Carp over here.
I don't know. I've taught Tanner a lot, and I think he's better than me. Which
No, he
happened
was
in
talking
pool.
you up today.
Which happened in pool, too.
So
I
he
taught him a
couldn't-
little, and he got better than me.
He couldn't shut me up in the car coming down here this morning. We were talking food the entire way to Helena. So for about an hour and 15 minutes, all we did was talk about cooking and the different foods. And he had a lot to say about your cooking, as did I. That pork chop you made with the demi-glaze, I dream about that thing. I'm not even joking. That was amazing. My
You should
mom.
try it if you give me some help.
Well, I know a guy.
You know, guy?
I know a guy. And Carps. We're dialed in on the chefism, bro. Like, we can cook. You and me both.
Colombian
but-
kitchen, baby.
Yeah. Let's do it. Come on. Just to watch it. No, sorry.
That's dangerous.
Ooh, Lance Sapp and Nick Carlson going at it over there. They're on the bottom side of the bracket, aren't they? Yep. Yeah, so loser out on that one. Lance trying to stay alive in this one and amass a little bit more points. He doesn't need much. He's another one right on that bubble. could find his way into the team. But
Do we have like a posting of that anywhere that we could? Put up?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to
I'd
dig
be
for it a
interested to
little
see
bit.
Anyhow.
I'm gonna have to dig for it a little bit. Point standings.
Of course, Top Gun Tour. Trying to decide our team against Wyoming this time. Still
Yeah.
Wyoming?
Oh, always Wyoming.
Not
yeah.
not this time. All the time.
All the time?
All the time.
Yeah,
Every
this
time?
one's for against
So this
Wyoming.
time and next time and the time before?
All day, every day.
Day?
Are you guys done? Are you done now? Are we done? We
Probably
good?
not.
No.
I don't know if you met
No.
me.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, I don't have the point standings. I had it,
Hey,
but I lost.
you don't get to comment here. You weren't here this time 2 months ago.
No, he was not.
No, he was
I
n-
was. I was the only one.
I was at
Also,
McKenzie
there was
River.
nothing.
What was 2 months ago? What I missed?
That ladies tournament.
That was November.
You were in the hotel room, not here.
Oh well, I mean, I made it part of the way through. I made it most of the way.
He was seeing the downside of up.
It was a rough weekend for me.
It's a
Okay.
good weekend.
The important thing is I learned from my mistakes.
Have you?
Eh.
He's made it this far.
Oh, notice how he said mistakes, not mistake. Takes multiple times.
There's been a few.
Half of those might be my fault.
Yeah, I gotta find that point standing. I know
This
I got
match is
it in
really
here somewhere.
interesting one to watch. Like,
And it's been a tight.
I honestly feel like Frank's kind of holding back. Like I've seen him play wide open, balls out.
Well, that's
feel like
the
I'm-
beauty
I
of
feel like
pool
getting
is,
that here.
you know, some days you can be right on your stroke, and some days you can be off. And then you have your Jeff Bouchers and your Wade Thompsons that are just always on. But
Left
even
hand
then,
and one hand is still whoop my ass.
looking
Right, man.
Wade, Jimmy steamrolling Wade in that one, surprising.
I'd be interested to see like
it
how
could-
the rack
that-
actually shook out, how close every
Yeah,
rack
I
was.
really wish I could have watched that match, but
You had a job to do.
yeah,
I didn't have to. I just chose to.
couple of great players over there. I love Jimmy, I love Wade. You know, and you know when those two get head to head, it can go either way. It can go either way with those two. You just, you never know how it's going to shake out. But yeah, again, and this is another example right here. You got Frank Kinsel and Nate Niergaard, two of the best shooters in the state, and this is going to be a battle. Frank narrowing Nate's lead 3-2 now, so he's going to take that rack.
Looking a little more like himself there on that run out.
Yeah.
Maybe getting a little more comfortable here.
Yeah, he's just got to get
I'd
up
like
there
to see that
and
out of Frank.
get in stroke, find his groove. We got Dan Hamper and Gene Lagaki over there, just starting their match.
So I take it that means Frank won over Dan?
I believe, yeah. Did they play? They played earlier. Dan and Frank played earlier.
I don't know his last name.
Oh, Nick Carlson played.
No, Dan Mc, whatever his name was.
Oh, McGurn.
McGurn.
Yeah. So Gene got. Or no, let me see. Let me check the.
Was that
wanna
still on
be-
the winner's side?
Want to be correct here and get the right. Yeah, I think they were still on the winner's side. Well, obviously they were. Let's see. Not obviously. No, they were on the loser's side. So Gene got by Dan 4-6, and Dan got by Ron Henderson 6-2. So now Dan Hamper and Gene Lagaki are playing their first match, loser out, and winner will go on to play Wade.
It's kind of an interesting one.
Yeah, we're getting down there. So let's see. That'll be the final 8. Wade's in. Or no. Wade's not in yet. No, they got a little bit of ways to go yet. Got a couple to go on the loser's side. Looks like BJ Goodwin, Jeff Boucher are in.
Wow.
BJ just lighting it up. Jim Winters in. And the winner of this one will be in. That'll be the top 4 on the winner's side. Jim Winner, the winner of this one, and BJ and Jeff are the top 4. They will move on to tomorrow. And we got a little bit to go in the losers bracket. We still got Pat White in it. Wade Thompson's in it. Gene Lagocki and Dan Hamper battling it out to see who moves on that one to move on to play Wade. And we'll see how that shakes out. We got Lance Stanchfield still in it on the bottom side. Terry Bummer and Ryan Chamberlain playing right now. Lance Sapp and Nick Carlson going at it. So we got a lot of action still. Got another hour or 2 of matches, and we'll see how it shakes out.
Good luck to Tanner.
Tanner.
Decided to sign up for the local tournament in the bar.
Frankie playing a little bit of a safety there, hiding up behind the 10 ball. Tucked it into a good spot. Nate's going to have to go for the jump cue here.
Want you all to see that this is what happens when you drink and play pool.
You're like a public service announcement.
Ooh, Frank putting a little touch on that one. Kind of married up on that 3. And put himself in a tough spot here for that 3 ball. Well, hello. Hello. Yeah.
Nice etiquette call here.
Taking a look to see if it's frozen up on each other there.
Definitely probably wanted to go further on the other rail there.
Yeah, he was hoping to get it between the 8 and 10, but gives Nate a little cut down the rail on this 3 ball.
Ooh. Did not see that coming. And just a little shallow got fucking more hitting him with his jaws there.
Yeah, Nate getting a little frustrated with a couple of shots that he he can make, and just came up a little bit short. But
Good opportunity for Frank if he can keep his composure.
yeah, Frank's in a good position here. Just got to get back around for that 4. That's the toughest part of this table, I think, is getting back up to the 4. So see if Frank can get her done here. Runs into it, but I think he's got it in the side. Came up wired for the side here, so.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, jacks up on the stroke there.
Out there, but it worked out pretty good.
Able to hold it back for the 5, so he should be in good shape here for the 6. Gonna want a little angle on this 6 ball to get over
Just
to
get
the
over
8.
Yep.
Yeah. Watch your speed on this one, Frankie. Yeah, you got.
I don't think it's that bad, actually.
Gonna be a bit of a tester here. Yeah,
Stand opposite table, play a little cut shot up there.
he's calling the corner, so he's gonna try and cut it in the corner here.
I go deeper than that myself.
Oh,
Well,
it was going, and that'll give Nate the option here. See if he wants to play. I think he's going to take this one on. Probably might end up playing a safety here. Try and bury that cue ball right up behind the 10 ball. Drive that 8 down table.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hard to tell from the angle we're at, but I feel like he's got a piece of that.
It could be. There might be a lane there.
I feel he's got enough of a piece of it. The game is not scratching.
Hard to see from our angle here. Yeah, if
Jumpy time.
he's going to go for the jump cue here, and if he can get over this 10 ball, he could potentially make this 8.
He's got a half ball both ways. Well, quarter ball. Half
Tough
ball.
shot. Tough shot either way. Oh, a great attempt there by Frank. Just a narrow miss. Was able to get up over that 10 ball.
Good job.
Yeah, leaves Nate with a tough shot down rail, but a makeable one. Plays a great shot off that 8 there. Leaves himself in good position here for the 9.
See it as body language. He's definitely preserved poise. taking his time. Maybe a little off angle than he wanted, but make him work.
Yeah, Nate able to get out on that one.
Up to 4-2 there, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna put Nate up 4-2 in the set. Frankie a little bit upset, a little frustrated, not able to make that jump. Came very close to it. Tough shot, really tough shot there. So
Definitely missed a couple, so.
yeah,
Well, while they rack it up here, what are we looking at around the board?
I'll take a quick look here and the scores that are going on. Good old Scoreholio app. As soon as it loads.
Phenomenal. Can't wait to switch to it.
Yes, you should do that.
As soon as I can, I will.
We got Dan Hemper and Gene Lagaki knotted up at 1-1 over there. Terry Bowman and Ryan Chamberlain. That's a good match right there. That's a good matchup between those two. A couple good shooters out of Billings. 3-1 Ryan Chamberlain up on that one. Lamp Sapp and Nick Carlson. Nick Carlson up on that one. 3-1. That's Nick Carlson's no slouch. The way Lance has been shooting, it's a little surprising, but hey, it's the way it shakes out. Let's see. That's how it started with Lance in the first set against Mike Schaaf. Mike Schaaf jumping out to the 3-0 lead, and Lance coming back and sealing that deal on it. So we'll see how those matches shake out. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here on Saturday night. Looking to move into Sunday with the top 8. So, like I said, we got BJ and Jeff Boucher locked in. They're going to move on to tomorrow. BJ Goodwin. And we got Jimmy Winter locked in. And the winner of this one will be locked in. And then we'll just see how that bottom side of the bracket shakes out for the other 4. So some interesting matches coming up. A lot of big names down in that in the entire bracket. So it's going to be some fun matches coming up here.
I'm literally a betting man, and I'd be reluctant to make a call.
Well, you know, I mean, your Jeff Boucher is always a safe bet. He's been so strong all year long. I mean, just a powerhouse. You know, you're talking about a guy that's in the top 25 in the Northwest as far as Fargo rate goes. Guy's been around for years. I grew up watching him shoot, and he's just a calculated machine. And he's been that way for as long as I can remember. And he's just a pleasure to watch, pleasure to know. Love that guy.
I'm
You know,
remiss to say I've never had the introduction.
well, we'll just have to change that now, won't we? Jimmy Winter, another one. Been around for years. Guy's just always stellar. Strong as nails all the time. As I like to call them, the usual suspects.
Definitely a certain amount of that throughout the state.
Yeah.
Some changes you can definitely see happening out there.
There have been some guys coming up here that are just very impressive. Nate Neergaard's game in the last couple of years is just to watch the progression and what he's doing now. It's amazing. Jerry Miller out of Billings, Montana, younger kid. Watch this kid progress from the last 3 or 4 years. The difference in his game and how he approaches everything now. One of the top shooters, another kid, one of the top shooters in the state, should be here right now playing. I don't know what he's got going on. He probably got other priorities, but he's right here with these guys. He is definitely a name that could be mentioned in contention with this team. So yeah, it's just. And that's what this whole thing, Gene Lagaki's put together, and the top ofs and all these tournaments, and what Pool's been doing in the last couple of years, and being able to watch it, it's just been phenomenal. So
I've had the indistinct pleasure of being beaten by a lot of people in this room.
You and me both. You and me both. Frankie Kinsel getting that one, narrowing Nate's lead to 3-4. As we knew, this was going to be a tight, tough match, so it's not over by any stretch of the means.
Is this the last stop on the tour?
This is the last stop on the tour, so
A lot
after,
on the line for a lot
yeah,
of folks.
and it's a. I know I'm trying to get a answer on the points and seeing exactly where everybody's at. I know there's a lot of people right there. You know, I know Lance Sapp is in contention. I know Nate Neergaard's in contention. A lot of these guys, so it could shake out anyway. It's going to be very interesting to see how this winds up.
Super cool format, super cool idea. Shout out to Gene, Top of the Capitals, getting this all put together, running this statewide. I know from running local tournaments and weekly tournaments, the amount of effort that gets put into those.
Yeah, it's
Not enough
really.
shout outs to tournament directors.
Yeah,
in the state.
and it's really amazing what he's been able to do. And I know, you know, he always had Michaela. Michaela moved on to some bigger, better things. She's unable to put her time into this anymore, so a lot more weight on Gene's shoulders. I know he relied on her for a lot of things, and she's just amazing at what she does. Moving on to Jam Up now, and what she's doing with Jam Up, really cool. So
Yeah, huge shout out to Jam Up. Like, if you haven't checked out their apparel, definitely do. You'll see a few folks floating in and out tonight that have a couple of the different shirts that they offer. Huge apparel company. I mean,
Oh,
really,
they do.
like,
They
the
do
forefront
amazing
of
work
the
down there.
billiards world.
Yeah, with everything that they do, and she's done a lot of custom stuff for me and our business and what we do, and we've loved everything that they've come up with. So.
By the way, Jam Up, definitely looking to get a hold of you guys to do some 2MX billiards.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Right. Right. Yeah, but I know Gene's had his work cut out for him. This is one of the, I believe this is the second tournament he's done on his own. He came up to Great Falls, but he does a phenomenal job. He works his ass off.
Both running so smoothly. Like,
Yeah, yeah, he works his
I'm
ass
a
off.
little
But
biased, but
he-
like we just, as tournament directors, we do not get enough credit.
no, and I, you know.
It is a labor of hate and love.
And that's why we bring this up, because I don't think a lot of people get it. You know, they don't realize the work that goes into just being able to make these tournaments happen, put all this stuff together. It takes a tremendous amount of work, you know, and the sponsorship. You know, that's why we love our sponsors so much. We couldn't do it without you guys. All the people that donate to us. You know, it's just a phenomenal community, and without everybody coming together, it just wouldn't happen. So we're very appreciative of all of it, and that's why we work so hard to be able to bring you this content, to bring you these tournaments, and build pool throughout the state and everywhere, you know, for everybody. And not to withhold anything, your tournament in Great Falls, like I said, I want to give another shout out to 2MX and all they've done building that Sunday tournament. That just one of the most phenomenal turnouts you're going to get, a fun tournament all the time, and it's all done because of Carp's love and the work that he's put into it. So shout out to 2MX and Carp. We appreciate everything you're doing for pool, man.
It's been my pleasure. Labor of love. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah, and they
Don't
don't
get paid.
realize, you know, he definitely doesn't do it for any kind of income or any. He does it for the love of it. You know, he doesn't make any. We don't make any money off of this. We do it because we love to do it. Frankie putting another one together here. It looks like get himself in good shape on this 10. He's just going to size this one up real quick. He should have a good cut on this 10 to knot this one up 4-4. And he puts a good stroke on that one, and it's 4-4 here. Good battle between these two monsters.
Yeah, we got off.
That was funny.
I missed it.
Ton of Portuguese on that thing. Some space on that front.
Well, he came out good on it, that's for sure. And
No, it was really nice. I was watching corner eye.
yeah, I heard it, but I missed the shot, unfortunately. But Looks like he came out pretty good on it. Got a little straight on that 5. Didn't have a whole lot of angle to come over for the 6. So
I think it's gonna work out.
yeah, it could. He's gonna have to put a little bit
little
on this
finesse.
ball just to get it around the 9.
I need to feather it.
He could feather this one. There's a good possibility of a feather here.
No feather.
Let's just watch and see what happens. I feel like
Moving that around the table to get back around that 7 is weird.
it's tough.
It's weird.
That's
It's weird. It's not undoable. It's weird.
not undoable. It's a tester, as I like to call it. The feather was not there. I believe he was a little shy of the feather.
It was, it was like a pillow.
Yeah.
A little pillow. That's a lot of
Yeah.
feathers. A lot of feathers.
Now,
And that's what I was.
now that was a little too much feather on that one, and you wanted to.
Took a feather flock together.
Let's see
In a
what
V.
Nate comes up with
Or to
here.
the V.
Kicks at the
Nice
7,
hit.
makes a good solid strike at it, and puts it in a tough spot for Frank.
A little anger in there. You can almost hear it.
Yeah, he was definitely frustrated with
It
that
continued
shot.
off table.
Yeah, to get over. He's not happy with his play right now. He knows he can do better, but that's just the way it goes when it gets late. Like people don't
Still not an
realize.
easy table.
People don't realize that pool is a game of endurance as well, and when you play in tournaments like this, it takes a lot of endurance to go all day long and still have the energy. You get tired. You get tired. And,
One of my first teachers constantly drilled that in my head.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian Morkowitz, one of my first teachers, and he would just beat
Double
the shit out of
B.
me down into the ground for hours on end.
When you coming back, Bertowitz? You need to get back here, bro. It's been too long since I've played you.
Ooh, that was not opportune.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
So we're sending him home. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, sending me home. I have to drive,
My
motherfucker.
babysitter.
No. That sounds terrible. I don't want to.
All right, Frankie with a bit of a tester here. A little back cut on this 8. Got to draw it across for the
I
9.
don't think you need to. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I would have
yeah.
followed it. Just nice and slow follow it. Side pocket, 11 ball in the corner here. Now you've set yourself up a little weird. Just a little punch shot. John Hemsworth. Little punch shot. Follow it slightly. I think you would have been
Yeah.
better off.
He got a little close to the 9. I think he had the right idea. Just quite get the draw off that he wanted. But he's going to come around 3, maybe 4 rails for the 11/10. And puts a great stroke on it there. Came around
Definitely
3
made it
rails.
work. That was beautiful. 3
Yeah.
rails on the nose.
Yeah.
Someday my skill will catch up with my brain. Someday.
It already has.
Mean. Maybe not inaccurate. but
Good
mean.
out ball there for Frankie. Puts himself on the hill. Great match here going on. These two battling it out. Frankie on the hill, 5-4. Frank with the break. Nate a little frustrated. A couple of his misses
I
there.
already gave him one, Mikey.
Both these guys playing great.
Oh, that's
Frankie
a
like a
disrespect
Jamal.
to me fucking people.
Frankie, look at the Jamal.
You don't shoot Jameson, you sip it slowly. Shout out to Becky Arnold for teaching me that.
Oh, Becky. We'll see you here in a minute.
Halftime of the Cat Grizz game, 24-32.
I have 2 of those numbers if I draw a P on someone's name.
Huh? You are. Drink it.
Thank you, Mikey.
I got
Thank you,
one
Mikey.
already.
Yeah, we're
Thank
cheersing
you,
up.
Mikey. You the man. Love you, bro.
To the rails.
Paliga over here making sure we all stay hydrated.
While we wait, we hydrate.
I love that dude.
He's funny.
Tanner.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Oh. We got more. Coming at ya. Quitter.
Real good save there played by Frank.
That is nasty.
Love it. Definitely
That
hittable.
is
Love it.
nasty.
Real good hit there by Nate.
I was too busy talking and bullshitting.
I
And
missed
I miss it.
But thank God for the internet. Love it. Well, it caught me up. It brought me up to speed.
Fair. Fuck? No.
Nay?
I have to drive home.
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
How did that happen? I don't know who did
somebody
that.
got one too many.
I don't know who
Maybe
put
two
that
too
there.
many.
I don't know who put that there. I have no idea where that came from.
So a very good friend of mine. Helen native. Great player. Mikey Paliga. Fucked me.
He's a good dude.
Love him. Wish he was
Love
in
that
this
guy.
tournament.
I know, right? He needs to be in this tournament. Great shooter. Me and Mike go back and forth all the time. Dude, every time he's in town, hits me up. We play for a bill. Love playing with that guy, and I feel like we're pretty evenly matched. Him a little bit better than me. I think he's got me, but he's a great player. Fun dude. One of my favorite peeps. Never a dull moment.
Super good. one of my
never a dull
favorite
moment.
Helena players.
And
Bar
shout
none.
out, I'm going to give a shout out here to one of my favorite people that always comes around. When Mike comes into town, you know Chuck's going to
Oh,
come in.
good God.
Chuck Preety, one of my favorite people on this planet.
Pretty
You
fire.
know,
Fire, fire.
Go 9 ball!
I have an addiction to people with quick wit, and Chuck is up there on the list. The back and forth we get is it's
Well,
like,
this makes a lot of sense all of a sudden.
right? Right?
Yeah, it's funny that I'm here and I'm trying to figure out why you're here.
Girl, please.
You know.
I mean,
As he talks into the back of the mic where the omnidirection is not currently
It
pointing.
ain't no Iris. But there was a time when you were the pupil.
We got the talent here at Rails.
Very short-lived.
We got some good talent. I feel like this crew, we could go places.
Should.
We're going.
Better than anything I've heard on any other professional level.
How early are we going those places though?
Oh, not early.
Okay.
Like one at the earliest.
Okay.
That still feels pushing.
Not 6 p.m. though?
That would be perfect.
I'm already winning. Look at it. I made it till 8 o'clock.
Congratulations, Charlie Sheen.
Proud of me.
Sheet.
No, Sheen.
Sheet. With an E.
No, Sheen.
Oh. Oh.
Like Charlie
Nice.
Sheen?
Yeah.
Tiger Blood?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. I could go on and on about Charlie Sheen.
You might have mountain lion blood.
I think it's more kitty cat.
I'm sure he's had cougar blood.
Oh. In and around his face.
Nice. Well done,
I hope
sirs.
neither of our kids are listening.
Yeah.
We should just end on that sentence, like a period.
stamp it. We're good. Nope. Let's keep bringing it.
Just came in like a wave, red as fuck.
Like a wrecking ball.
It can't be too red though. It can't be confused for the Soviets.
Oh, it just clotted up.
Starting to get a little cyclical here. As Frank hammers that one home.
Don't pat it.
I'm just gonna let you sit down here. See? Side, you guys continue.
You take this one easy, just cup it back.
Frank mustn't cow here.
No, as long as he lets it flow, he'll be fine.
And just like that,
Cancel with the nail in the coffin there. Big
Yep.
win over Nate Niergaard. Awesome match there between those two. We're going to take a short little break here. We'll be back with you for our next match. We got some good ones coming up. Stay tuned.
Love to see the handshake there. Definitely communing.
So an update on the point standings. We got Wade Thompson, Jeff Boucher locked in. Those two are going to be on the team. Lance Sapp in third place with 390 points. Jim Winter right behind him with 360 points. Then there's Lance Stanchfield with 320 points. Then you got Nate Niergaard with 300 points. So it's really going to see how this shakes out. Going to be very interesting. It's a tight group. Everyone under the 1-2 Wade, Jeff Boucher, Lance Sapp, Jim Winter, Lance Stanchfield, Nate Neergaard, even Mike Schaaf, but I believe he was put out. I think he got put out. Does anybody know if Mike Schaaf is still in it? Let's check it out.
So how many points for finishing in each place?
It just depends on the place, and I don't know exactly what those points are. Mike Schaaf was put out, so he's going to be out of the running. And
Does that lock in the top 5?
No, it doesn't lock in anybody under 2. So it's anybody. Well, I mean, Nate could slide up if he. No, Nate's out. Was that a loser out match? So that was a topside match. So Frank moves on. So Nate's still in it. He's still got a chance to battle back up through. Yeah, and Frank's not in the running. Frank is.
It makes it interesting.
Yeah, it makes it really
we don't know
interesting.
the point breakdown per event.
And it could
Where's
shake out
he
anyway.
at?
And Lance
No,
Stanchfield.
he's at 70. I don't think he's making it.
Lance is still in it, and he's at 320 points in the 5 spot. I know how Lance plays on the bottom side. He could battle back on this one. Jim Winter's still on the top side. Just say it.
No, it's very interesting. I'm super excited they got to be here for the last run of the Top of the Gun series.
It's going to be really interesting to see how this one shakes out. And Justin Salcido, where are you at, bro?
I mean, literally no one that I'm reading on the screen right now in front of my face could not be in our better upper half.
Well, and even BJ Goodwin with 100 points could come if he won this tournament, he could shoot up into the 3 or 4 spot. It's going to be really interesting to see how this one shakes out. So, I mean, it's anybody's. There's a lot of interesting things going on here.
There's literally I couldn't replace anybody in the top 15 people that I'm seeing. Any of them
really
could be representing Montana.
All
truly
those
actually representing Montana.
Those 1 and 2 spots that Jeff and Wade locked in, and everybody underneath, it's tight. It's going to be really, really fun to watch this one shake out. So stay tuned. We got another big match coming up. We got Pat White, Nate Neergaard coming up here. So stay tuned. We're going to get them on the table here shortly, and we'll be right back with you.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. Pat White, Nate Neergaard going at it here in the bottom side of the bracket. Winner moves on to go to the finals. Loser goes home. Going to be a great match here between a couple another juggernauts, great players. This is going to be a good one, so stay tuned. Stick around. Pat with the opening break, one's the leg. Tries to play a safety there, gets a little loose on the one ball, and that's going to set Nate up here. Really nice. A little bit of trouble with the 6-9 there. That's about the only trouble I see on this table. See if he can open that up a little bit. But should be in good position here on the 1-2. Move back down for the 4. Just going to have to draw on this 2 or stop it. Doesn't really need to go anywhere here with the 2 ball. Stop it dead, give himself a little bit of angle off the 4 to play the 5. Back up.
Like, you don't think...
Okay.
Did you think that, like, you play these guys, like, you get an opportunity to play like a Dan Hamper or Boucher or one of those guys, and you think that you're going to frickin'... I mean, I love it. Like, you know your odds are horrible. But, you know your odds are horrible, but they just to play with those guys and just, like, see them hit balls, like, different than we do. You know what I mean? They consistently hit it better. Like, they don't have the errors on a 7, 8, or 9 ball ever. You know, and that's why they win so many matches.
I think it's that mentality when you go into a match that sometimes you're defeating yourself. Like, don't discredit yourself.
Oh,
like,
no,
you
no.
shot phenomenal
I
today.
played good.
You made it deep, bro.
Yeah.
Like, deep.
I played good against Dan there, you know what
Yeah,
I
and
mean? There
he's
was
a tough
just-
customer.
Oh,
I mean, he's a
dude,
great
yeah,
shooter. He's been
it's-
for years.
You know, it's like playing chess with these guys.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
but I mean, they've played chess way longer than us.
Yeah,
so,
dude. And,
but I mean, him and Wade should win. Like, I mean, and anybody you should really think that. Like, Dan though, Dan's a rhythm player, but he gets in rhythm. It's, I mean,
right, and he's on his home turf. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're talking. He covers these tables. You know,
he
he
doesn't
takes.
cover these tables.
Well, he came in and fixed. He did some stuff to him.
He leveled them.
Yeah, yeah.
I will not put that one on him.
Okay.
We
Okay.
Can't put that one on
But
him.
it is his home turf. You know, he knows this place. He knows these tables. He's a tough customer. You know, and you know, Nate, that last match with Nate and Frank, man, what a battle. What a battle that was. Frank coming out on top, securing himself to get into the top 8 tomorrow. What a match, though. And it was just,
We might run a match today.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What time
We
is
got it's not even 9 yet, bro.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If it's before, I don't think it's going to be before 10. We might just go tomorrow. We'll talk. I'd rather start because I got to go home tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Let's powwow.
I mean,
Have you ever powwowed before?
I've powwowed. Last time I powwowed with you, though, you didn't feel very good on the way back.
Well, you know, we had to pull over, but we made it.
Yep.
We made it through. We're professionals here. I mean,
Nate's-
kinda.
Nate's kind of like, you know, for lack of better words, he's playing the table like just getting after it because he knows that it's like soft and like that's what you have to do right there. What you just did right there, moving the cue ball as much as you just did. He knows that the table's played that. Like he's not a fan of these tables at all. And there's not a lot of people that are.
Right.
But I love the way they treat us here. So hopefully by
This
next
is a
year
great
they-
venue,
I'd cover the
you know,
tables for 'em.
right? I mean, it's mercury cloth. You know what you get when you come in to play on these tables. You know what you're in for. We all got to play on the same equipment. It is
Yep.
what it is.
It is.
It's a little slower. It's not what some people are used to playing on Simonis for Diamond.
Talking
But-
about playing with Dan, he pumped this ball.
Yeah,
Pumped it. And if you would like if you hit that on any other table, that ball's going once back, and then back again.
Well-
It's like Z-Bank.
yeah.
And it was one rail and it comes across and it was like perfect. I was like, dude. Like,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you got the advantage to be able to practice on these tables, play on them, you know, even once a week, you know,
Yeah.
that's a huge advantage to you. You know,
And Frank proved that by making the finals.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And he
So,
did, and that's what it came down to. And you know, I know Nate's frustrated
Yeah.
about it, but they both played great. But Frank just had the upper hand in the deal.
Right? So we got Nate,
We got Nate and Pat.
Pat. Wade's already on Team Montana.
Yeah,
He's
Wade's
playing
in,
the
Jeff's
finals.
in. So this whole, we were talking about that just a minute ago. This 3, 4, 5, 6, even down to Schaff, but he's out
out.
obviously. So down to 6. I mean, they're like neck and neck. I mean, you're talking from 390 points down to 300. It can shake out. We don't know. And so,
Yeah, whoever gets third is what matters.
Yeah.
That's what's huge.
Yeah.
Because like fourth and fifth, they do matter, but fourth and fifth picks are Ryan this year. They like the team wants to pick, doesn't want to pick. Wade does not want to pick. He's like just pick the guy he thinks gonna work
right.
best with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, you can always go into these things with ideas, and this is like the people that are coming in to watch this or not watch this, coming in and just happen to be gazing upon us. They do not understand how pressure packed this match is right now.
Right.
Like,
And
how
and just a couple of heavy hitters. I mean, these guys are good.
Well, Nick Carlson's in a position to knock Lance. If he knocks Lance out,
Yeah.
Lance is done. Lance
That's
won't
right.
get in. He'll have a real hard time getting in. I would pick him in a heartbeat, I think. But he's yeah.
Lance is
He'd be the first one to admit it. He's like, I don't get to play enough because he works his butt off. The dude works.
Right.
I think he's just an amazing person.
and he's worked hard to get to here. Just what he's done.
Was awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so fun to watch him just steamroll that tournament.
Oh,
He
dude,
just
he
steamrolled it.
steamrolled Wade like
Yeah, 6-2 in the final
people don't
match.
Steamroll Wade. That doesn't happen.
No,
And he did. Yeah. So Stanchfield get in.
Stanchfield is down 2 on Ryan. Ryan's up on him. Yeah, Ryan's up on him.
Stanchfield lose to?
On the top side, Stanchfield lost to BJ. BJ coming in hot. BJ's in the final 8.
Or was he the first 3 stops? You know what I'm saying?
They have underestimated him for a long time. I grew up with that kid.
I don't understand.
And in his dad's place. I grew up with his dad, and then playing with Shannon Gibson and T.R. Olson and back in the Buffalo Bill days, man, and seeing BJ as a little kid running around the table, and man, it's just to see where he's elevated his game to right now, and he doesn't even. He doesn't even practice that, it's just natural.
Dude, his breaks
Just,
bomb.
his breaks are enormous. His game is enormous. His flow, his everything.
He's not. I mean, he's like. Well, I don't know what he was before this one, but he was 555 when he played in Great Falls.
Well, yeah,
He's well above 600.
yeah, and
He's in the 630.
that's a problem with our Fargo rate system in Great Falls. There's just not enough of it. We need more of it to get a little more accurate in where everybody shakes out. But BJ's he's a 6'10", he's a 6'15", 6'20", all day long. He hangs with Jared. He hangs with Wade. I mean, they're all right there.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great player.
Yeah,
A
but you
great
wouldn't
player.
know it.
Yeah.
Fresno State wouldn't know it.
Yeah. And he, like I said, when he can make it to a tournament, he comes down and he destroys. But, he's got other priorities. He does some other things, but he's a phenomenal player. And it's just natural. I wish I had that natural ability like him, Just to, hey, I'm going to go play a tournament this weekend. And just come out and just beast mode that shit, And he does it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, growing up playing with Wade.
Yeah, growing up around the crowd that he had. I mean, he grew up around some of the best Jeff, TR, yeah.
Like you believe you're gonna beat those guys. And I mean, I like playing Dan. I would have done it again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I ended up. I lost to Stanchfield too. It was awesome to play him. You know what I mean? And to say that I lost to those 2 guys, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
there's
hanging
no
my
shame in that game at all. Dan's a great player, has been for many, many years.
Yeah, this isn't his game. 10 ball's not his game. He's an 8-ball player.
Yeah.
I mean, not that he can't learn it, but he's a 13-time state champion, and it's not 10 ball.
No, yeah. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Dude, 13, that's a massive number, man.
Lance Sapp going up on Nick Carlson, 5-4 on the hill.
Uh-oh.
See how that one
Still
shakes
got
out.
another 35 minutes left.
We'll have to wait a little bit for the results on that one, but we got Cats up 56-41 on the Grizz. We got 10 minutes left. We'll see how that one shakes out.
If it ended right now, Cats fit 6.
Cats 56, Grizz 41 right now. Got 10 minutes left.
Richie. Who's Richie?
Pat looking to draw off this 9 ball. So Richie's my boy I'm rooting for. So that's Clay and Jackie's son.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's 9 or 10, I believe. And what, I'll tell you what, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. What a phenomenal pool player he is. That kid is going to be very, very good. He can hang with any of us all day long. Just a phenomenal pool player. He's got an eye for it. He's got the passion for it. That's all he wants to do is play pool. He loves it. And Clay and Jackie have taught him so well. He's got the etiquette. You know, he shakes your hand before the match. He's so polite. Just a great kid. Just an awesome kid. I'm rooting for him. I hope he wins the jersey. He was so excited when we brought it in and saw it. He's like, I hope it hangs in his bedroom. We'll see how it shakes out, but I'm rooting for Richie.
Yeah. Richie's cool and all, but I'm going to root for myself.
Like, I want that.
That's a sweet jersey, dude. That's badass. It's a great idea you just had.
That was a fun trip, dude. That was just
I'm gonna have a
time of
special
my life.
The fuck, Die? Get it? I'll get you one in just a second. You're all right.
One ball down. Good look at the 2 ball here for Pat. Pretty good lay-in table. Workable. Gonna want to draw off this 2. Just kind of kill it dead. Take the 3 in the side. Push it up for the 4. He's got a good lay here, so let's see what Pat can do with this table. Should be pretty workable for him. Kills it off nicely, gives himself a little angle. Just gonna want to be pocket speed on this 3 ball. Use a little top, push it forward for the 4. Doesn't want to get too much angle on the 4. Wants to try and get as straight in as possible for the 4 ball. Very touchy shot there, and he comes out good. Came up pretty straight on that 4 ball. Should be in good position here for the 4-5. Just going to want to stop this 4 dead here for the 5. Had a little more angle on the 4 than I could see from here, but he's got the 5 in the opposite side pocket here. Another little touchy shot. Just going to want to stun off this 5. He's got a little angle on it. He may... Yeah, he did hold it there for the corner pocket. Got a little shallow on the 6, so he's going to have to play off one of the rails to come back over for the 7. So it looks like he's going to draw off the 6, play it off the long rail, and come back for the 7. Yeah, good shot there. Wanted to be a little bit straighter on the 7, but still should have enough to work with. Should be able to draw off this 7 ball, come back up, take the 8 in the side. Oh, made a great lead, but missed the ball, and that's going to open this one up for Nate. Rare miss there by Pat, but 9-10 a little bit tied up, but I believe the 9 passes the 10 here, so Nate's going to give himself a little angle off this 8, just push it down for the 9. Looks like he's going to go topside off this 9, come back off the rail for the 10. Misses the 9 ball. And another rare miss there by Nate. And lines Pat up here for a 9-10 out. Pat White moving up on that one, 2-1 on the set. Heading into the 4th rack. Nate with a really good stroke on that 1 ball there. Not an easy shot by any means, but put a good stroke on it. Come out clean for the 2. A little bit up against the rail, but should be able to see enough of the ball just to stun off this 2 and hold it for the 3 there. Oh, got a little bit topside on it, let it travel a little bit further. Wanted it to run into the 7. But, see if he can see enough of the 3. Had to kick at the 3, made a phenomenal kick on the 3 there, and drilled it into the corner pocket. Looking at a little, I believe he called the 10, I'm not certain. I believe he called the 10 there. I don't think the 4 passes it. Oh, and jammed it. Jammed it a little bit. Pat hoping to be on the other side of that 7 ball, but should be able to come out here and just stun this one forward a little bit. No, he did draw it. He drew off of it. He did have enough to draw off of it and got good shape on the great shape here for Pat off that 7 ball. Good shot there. And just got to put a little draw on this one and should be set for the 9. Comes around through rails, back to the middle of the table, and got the 10 ball just sitting right there for him. So put a little kiss on this one, a little touch. He's good. Puts Pat White up 3-1 on Nate Niergaard. So everybody out there on the board for the Autograph Mosconi Cup jersey, Team USA. We got 5:33 left in the game. Grizz 52, Cats 61. Pat White with the break, heading into the 5th rack of the set. Comes up dry on the break, but cue ball parking itself up behind that 8. Nate's gonna elect a push out. And Pat will have the call on this one. Gonna be a jump shot, it looks like. Not sure how much of the 1 he can see or if the 8's in the way, but he's going for a shooting cue. He must be able to see enough of the 1 ball here. Just not quite enough. Nate rattling that 1 in the jaws of the pocket. Pat playing a little safety there, parking it behind the 3. He's gonna have to kick at this one. Kicks it down into the traffic and puts it in a rough spot here for Pat. Pat's gonna have to take a look at this one and see what kind of plan he wants to come up with. Tough spot here to get around that traffic, or he could go with the jump cue, get over it. Gonna go with the shooter. Looks like he's gonna kick at it. kick at it, long rail. Gets a hit on it, but rolls out for Nate. Should have a good look here at the 1 ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't even attempt it. He's fired up.
Too late.
He's fired up.
Too late.
Glad you're back.
Hey.
Hey, back here
In the booth with the amazing Carp, Brandon Carpenter of 2MX Billiards.
People don't know my first name, man. That's
Oh,
weird.
don't
That's
let the cat out of the bag.
You said it.
Is that it? It's like Kramer.
A
Like,
little bit.
it's like when we
Little bit.
found out he was actually Cosmo.
Yeah. Little bit.
It's the Carp. It's D Carp. One of my favorite
Prince.
people on the planet, by the way. I'm just gonna throw that in. I'm just gonna slide that in there.
Well, the feeling is more than mutual.
Uh-oh. I feel very connected right now. Very loved. The
Very,
Carp
very.
man.
Very
Glad you showed up, brother. Thanks for coming down. Always enjoy having you in the booth with me. We've
Oh,
got
yeah.
got a great match going on here. Nate,
Truly,
a
an
little-
interesting match.
yeah, it
I
is
mean,
very interesting. A little uncharacteristic of Nate. He's missed.
Little angry.
Yeah, he's,
Little angry.
you know,
Definitely, I
we
would-
get that way in pool.
I didn't watch, but definitely feel like forcing things that didn't need to go, trying to make things happen that shouldn't.
Very emotional game, you know, but he knows how to wrangle it in. He's gonna come blazing back here
I
in
hope he
true
does.
form.
He's one of those people I really look up to.
Yeah, this is
Definitely a step or two above my skill level. Somebody I hope to play against in the future and be able to hang.
I don't ever want to play against Nate, ever. Because I don't like looking dumb.
If I could refine my skill, I think I would have a lot of fun playing against him.
Yeah, no, definitely a great person to learn from. He's one of the best players around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
this is going to be a great match.
Heard his name a
This
lot.
is far from over.
Watched him playing Great Falls for the first time. Really
Yeah.
understood what people said.
Yeah, this guy's a grinder. He's a grinder, dude.
Smart as fuck.
And the worst place that you ever want him is down. You don't want to be up on him because that's when he turns it on. I've seen it time and time again.
He's a monster.
Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet so I don't rattle him, but
He
he's
understands how to play the
a phenomenal
table
player.
and
Phenomenal
his
player,
opponent
phenomenal
at the same
person.
time.
Yeah.
And it's a very rare quality.
Yeah.
Now I see it on the pro level quite a bit. Watching name a name where they're definitely playing the table, but they understand their opponent's weaknesses and flaws and what sets them off to get them off kilter. You know, he's not to be egotistical, but he's a more advanced me.
Just
And not unlike me.
just a few little mistakes there, you know, and he's just a little off, a little uncharacteristic of Nate. I mean, but you know, that's the way pool goes. That's this game. That's the love of this game. That's why we all love it and
And
hate it.
Yes.
It can be so loving and so cruel.
I've been where he is
You
a
know?
million times.
Yeah.
Starting to feel like you're getting your stroke, being confident in it,
Right. Yeah.
and then just
And then
little
it's
thing goes
just
wrong,
one little thing.
a little thing goes
That
wrong,
momentum
a little
shifts,
thing
dude.
goes wrong,
You know.
and you lose your bearing.
Pat used all of that pocket, but was able to get it to fall and set himself up for a real nice 9-ball here.
As long as he doesn't overstroke it. Got a feather.
You just gotta, just the right amount of feather, you know, just
That was
like
more
that.
than I would have got.
A little bit more, but I think he's all right. I
was
think
a
he's
tail
gonna be
feather.
okay here.
Like all of them.
He peacocked it.
Peacocks.
He peacocked
I
it
love
hard.
But that is showing off. That's not lying. And if I was playing Nate at this level and I was putting him away, I would also peacock.
Well,
I would never be able to do that.
it's that confidence. That's half a pool is when you got that swagger, that confidence, you know. That's a good thing to have in pool. But this match is far, far from over. It's only 4-1. We got to get to 6 here. So.
That's what I love about games like this and pool, tennis, golf, wrestling. Like it's very on your own.
Oh yeah.
And once you start getting a little bit of that swag,
Man, it can
you
shift
fall
right
into your
now.
skills.
It can shift right now. You know?
I'm not saying that I hope it does, but I do hope it does because I love me some Nate Niergard.
I love it when it shifts. I love it when it shifts. Somebody's down 3-0. Like that match we had with Lance earlier. He got down on Mike Schaaf 3-0 and then just came blazing back. That was one of my favorite matches of the day to watch. Just battling.
Shit, watching
Oh, dude. Yeah, Frank.
awesome. Watching him just
Dude. And he grind. You
get
watch
back
these
into
guys
fight.
grind. I love it. I love it.
I couldn't pick a winner, and I didn't want to pick a winner in that match because
You couldn't. You really couldn't.
I look up to both of those.
I mean, it could go either way, and that's what I said the whole time. And same with this. Like, these guys are so right there. It can go either way.
Basically, everybody you have left.
I mean, until it's over, I ain't calling nothing on this one.
A fool would bet.
Couple of beasts right here.
Also, do you want to bet?
Want to bet? I'm too poor.
So shout out to people that might want to be sponsors. No, I'm just kidding.
We need all the help we can get over here.
Now,
We do.
in all honesty,
we do well,
Rosetta
and
Productions is doing what they can with what they have.
well, we couldn't
Shout
do
out
it
to
with
potential sponsors.
all the people,
Everyone
everybody.
who already contributes, like, they're making it work.
Dude.
They're making it work, but
Not only our sponsors that we got rolling on the stream today that have helped us out with so much stuff, 2MX included, and have done things to build this. I come to these tournaments, and just the guys in the tournament coming up, just slipping a 20 in your pocket, slipping a 50 in. These guys, they know, we're here and we need help to be able to make this thing happen. And everybody is helping everybody. It's a community, and that's what I love so much about this thing. We're not making money off of this thing, right? Yeah, we're doing it for the love of the game. We just love the game. I'm not making a living doing this. I'm here because I love all these guys. I love coming out here. I can't play as good as any of them, so I like to sit here and just talk about them. That's the only skill that I bring to the table, is being able to talk. So,
it's phenomenal.
but it helps
Railside
pool.
has done something that no one in the Montana market, nobody in the Idaho market, honestly,
Yeah.
nobody in the not Washington or Oregon Pacific market has been able to do.
Not around here.
Bringing you something that
We
is
want to be able to
totally
bring this content to the people that are sitting at home that can't make it to the tournaments, to be able to see what is going on here, what they're doing, and just make pool bigger and better for everybody. And I believe we've done that. I believe we've done a very good job of that, and just elevated this game. And watching the elevation and the progression of the play of pool and the caliber of pool that has gone on throughout the entire state. All of this stuff with everybody, hands down. Like, it's just everybody's getting good.
highlight. It's highlights. You guys are bringing something that no one has ever been able to do before.
Yeah.
You're connecting
Well,
all the communities.
And I gotta give a lot of credit to Carl Higgins for giving me the opportunity to come into this position and making this happen. So I love you, brother. There's so much more we got to do, though. There's so much more, and I want it. It's not just one entity. Everybody, 2MX has been a huge part of that. A huge part of that. Gene Lagaki, Top of the Rims, has been a huge part of that. Top of the Capitol has been a huge part of that. Top of the Pauls, they put on an amazing when we went up there and did that. That was awesome. Butte, going down to Butte, and Ted and Julie, and what they have done to make a beautiful facility, beautiful tables, giving us a great venue to come down to and have an amazing tournament and
They've
what
been
they do
very
down there.
organized, the pool community down there in Butte in general.
Yeah.
That tournament really saved a lot of pool in Montana that we don't talk about.
Well, and people don't realize what it means to bring all these communities together and getting everybody to know and come to each other's communities and being a part of everybody's community, not just one, but everybody's community, and bringing all those players together, what it does to elevate everything all across the board.
Currently, nobody doing more than that than Gene Ledocky and these
None more.
Top Gun Tours, really showcasing the talent of the whole state.
Absolutely, 100%. And it is. It's been because of this man right here pioneering all of that and bringing it together. So it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm glad to be here. We got a minute 29 left in the Cat Grizz game. 62-67.
That's how I win a jersey, yo. When I win, I'm gonna run around.
You're going to take it right out and put it on? 63-67. A minute 29 left in the game. A minute 29 left in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we at right now? Grizz 62 or 63, Cats 67.
David Corst.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna change 7 times.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's going to change. Yeah, he's not winning.
No.
He's definitely not. And if he does win, I guarantee he's going to donate it back and we're just going to do it again.
That's because he's the man.
He's already got one.
Papa Corst. All right. So, sitting here at the table where
This is
it's Scott Mountain, he's more than capable of doing it. I mean, everybody in the tournament at this point is more than capable of making a comeback. We're looking at 5.
really interested to see how this one shakes out. Let's get an update on the scores actually right now. Going to jump into Scoreholio. Wade Thompson, Dan Hamper. Wade's up 3-2 in that one, so barely staying alive. Lance Stanchfield still behind Ryan Chamberlain 4-2. That's a little bit of a shocker.
Lance Sapp and John Lewis.
Lance Sapp and John Lewis,
this
couple.
is a truly interesting match.
That's a very good,
We got
interesting
Lance
match.
Up 1-0 right now. That is nowhere near done.
So, judging by what we got going on here, if he loses, Lance is up. If he loses, this thing can go any way right now.
Well,
There's a
we're
lot on
nowhere
the table.
near set for our top
It's
five.
going to be a very
Nowhere
interesting
near set.
ending to this, to see how this whole Top Gun tour shakes out. It's anybody right now. The last 3 spots, it's anybody. It's
very
going to be
up in
very
the air.
interesting to see
It's-
how this shakes out. I'm
amazing.
excited.
It's
I
exciting.
love it. Like, just the tight battles and groups that we've had this entire tour all year long. Seeing some of these guys just come out of nowhere and play like absolute professionals. Been awesome to watch.
I mean, from start to finish, all 5 of these tournaments have been a great showing.
Dude, I mean, and
So
I've
many
been,
great Montana
I have ha-
players making their way out.
yeah, no, I've had the privilege of coming to every one of these stops and sitting here and watching these guys play. I don't get to see every match, but I get to see a lot of the good ones. And it's exciting. Like, you know, you got these guys, you know, and especially the communities, the different communities, and people tuning in on the stream, they're rooting for their guy. And it's just awesome. It's so cool, the competitiveness and the
Share,
level
share,
of
share,
pool.
like,
Oh, yeah, get on there.
showcase your people, like, especially when we're in your town. Not everybody gets a lot of out-of-towners at their tournament, but it still has implications. Like, your best player, your best 3 players, your best 10 players should be showing up at these.
Well, what we do with this stream is we deliver the top-notch pool around the state, and it is all of the communities involved in that, because you know you got your Nate Niergards, you got your Jeff Boucher, you got your Wade, Lance Stanchfield from every part of the state. Everybody has their guy and these guys are all the top, and you know it's just fun. Um, get on Railside, get on YouTube, and subscribe to Railside because we're just gonna keep bringing you content, and we're gonna keep it exciting, and we're just gonna keep building pool. That's what we do, and that's why we're involved here with Carp and 2MX because we're all here for the same thing. And Gene Lagaki and everybody that makes this happen. We love it. We live for this.
All the top of everything, whether it's the top of the Capitol or top of the Pause. All these guys are really adding to your pool experience.
No, every community is different. They all do it a little bit different. They all got their own little flavor that they add on to it. But what they're doing to bring it together, man, I talk about it every stream, and I get all passionate about it. I just love it, and but that's what I love about this community. What we're doing for pool. It's just exciting. It's
amazing.
exciting.
Remember back about 10 years ago, whether you were in Bozeman or Billings or Missoula or Great Falls or Butte, wherever you were at, like you really felt like your pool community was the best.
Right.
This Top Gun tour is really showing.
Yeah, you didn't get to see what else is going on out there.
All of us.
Yeah.
Montana is the best.
100% right, and that's what we wanted to do. Is we want to bring this community, not just one town. We want to bring the entire state together, and I feel like we've done a pretty good part. Not only just the state, now we're reaching out to Washington, Idaho, Wyoming, and I love that, And it elevates everybody's game. It's just good for the game. That's the bottom line.
I mean, what is it, about 14 players from the Pacific Northwest are in the top 50 of the Fargo?
Yeah. No, that whole
That's
Northwest
crazy.
list is
that's not just
strong.
The United States. That's Canada, Mexico, players in Europe. 14
Yeah.
of us. 14
Yeah.
of us.
A lot of good players up here, and we're trying to bring everybody, let them know, get out there and play these guys. They have a lot to teach. You can learn a lot from these guys, just by putting 50 cents up on the table and challenging to a game. You're gonna learn more in just that one game, than anything,
Come out and watch. Support your bar.
Yeah.
Support whatever pool hall is putting on these things, or whatever pool hall's got tables.
Right. By the way, a good segue into promoting the Valley Hub right now and what Paul has done for us down here and rolling out the red carpet, giving us a beautiful venue, a lot of pool tables, making this tournament just run smooth. A wonderful place to come down to. You're not paying $5 a drink, they're affordable. You're going to have a good time. Great food here. Anything.
Truly, some of the best burgers I've had.
Oh, dude, solid place to eat. I love coming down here to the Valley. It's always a good time. Beautiful, clean, nice place. A lot of pool tables, a lot of room. You're not cramped. It's a wonderful place. Come down to the Valley Hub. If you're in the Helena area, make sure you get into the Valley Hub. We got 11 seconds left in the game. 66-70 right now. 66 Grizz, 70 Bobcats. We are in the final seconds. Frankie? Let's see what happens. We got 11 seconds. Looks like there might be a timeout or something going on. We don't have the game on.
I need 9-4 unless I switch someone's name. With
Ooh.
P, and it's 9-9.
Ooh. I think you might be in a little trouble.
Oh, I would be.
Mm-hmm. 68. They did score another basket, so now we're 68, Grizz. 70. They're in within 2. 11 seconds left. We got a nail biter. Grizz made it a good game. Apparently, they're within 2. Speaking of that, I got to check on my daughter's game. They played the divisional championship or district championship game tonight at the CMR Fieldhouse. Their team was number 1 ranked in the District 10C division, and they have a beast of a team. It was Cascade against Sims tonight, so I'll have to get an update on the score. I have a couple people there. Should be letting me know. what the score is. I gave a little shout out to my daughter earlier today. So proud of that girl. She has worked her butt off. She's a freshman, and she's one heck of a basketball player. Very proud of that girl. Still saying 11 seconds left in the game, 68 to 70.
Good job.
That was the final. Well, unfortunately they lost, but they still solidified their way into the divisional tournament. So good luck, Ashy. Proud of you. I know how hard you worked.
Interesting move there. Definitely would have pulled the Brett Feather out of the cap there. Gonna have to do it here, or else I'm gonna have to go coast to coast.
Got to. 5 seconds left. Oh, the Bobcats went up to 72. 68-72. We got 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left in the game.
Darren S.
2, 8. Darren Stores out of Havre, winner of the Moscone jersey.
Great win.
68-72.
Super awesome. Great piece of memorabilia. Was that the one with all the signatures?
Yeah,
Oh man. That's
yeah, it's right there.
That is super.
So Darren Stores, I will send you a message. You are the winner, brother.
Good God.
You got it. Good shot there by Pat to finish out this match. And that's going to end it for this one. Pat White moving on. And
Pat truly capitalizing.
yeah, he played great. And
Nate a little emotional at the end.
yeah, Nate a little frustrated.
Sense about him.
Couldn't quite get his momentum running.
Might have been too late.
But good match either way. Pat's moving on. I believe he got into the finals with that one. Let me see if he's got another one. See where we're at in the bracket here. So yeah, that puts Pat in.
Is Pat making the cut?
Yeah, we're just waiting. Lance Sapp and John Lewis. Lance Sapp on that one, 2-1 up on that one. Lance Stansfield and Ryan Chamberlain. Ryan's up on that one, 4-3. So we're going to take a short break here, see how these shake out, and we will bring you one more match this evening. And we're going to call it a night. So stick around. We'll be right back with you here shortly.
So Brett made a slight miscalculation there. All of our matches that we're streaming tonight are done. Your final 4 in the top side are Jim Winter, Frank Kinsel, Jeff Boucher, Will Goodwin. They make the redraw for tomorrow. Pat White is also in with that last win over Nate Neargard. Your other games to watch that are currently unfolding. Wade Thompson up 5-2 over Dan Hamper. Winner of that's into tomorrow for the redraw. Ryan Chamberlain and Lance Stanchfield locked up 4-4. Winner there goes into the redraw. And then you got Lance Sapp and John Lewis. 2-1 Lance up on John. Again, the winner of that gets in tomorrow. So 3 spots up for tomorrow. All of those matches are playing. So we are going to call it a night. Feel free to check out and follow the bracket. We will be streaming live tomorrow, the final 8, as many matches as we can to include the finals. So enjoy and see you back tomorrow.